All right, everybody, we are live. How is everyone's night going? Sorry, I know I started about a minute late there. Oh, I had a long day. Had a long day. It was a very long day. Some interesting things have happened. Actually, right before the stream, there was a story that just broke, and I wanted to talk about it. I was like, I'm just gonna not talk about politics too much anymore. But there were some things that I saw posted. And I was just like, I kind of want to address them just because they are legitimately funny. And the reason why is actually because I was looking for a tweet from Ricada, and it was regarding YouTube because YouTube had responded to him. And I saw some stuff he retweeted. I just had to pull up because I thought it was hilarious. Um, and there was also this breaking story with Sidney Powell. For those of you who aren't aware, Sidney Powell was this big attorney, tons of credibility behind her, and she's been making these what sound like insane conspiracy theories about how voting machines have been designed to like alter votes and dominions from Venezuela. And maybe um, Dominion does seem to be pretty much a creepy company. I guess they agreed to testify and then they backed out at the last minute and started hiring lawyers, which is only going to make people that are into conspiracy theories like really, really, really dig into it. But I was like, it sounds almost too good to be true, right? So, she says she can't show the evidence. I go, well, that's not going to make me believe you. Anyways, I'm interested if something happens of it. I wouldn't be surprised if it was true. Why aren't you supporting Steve on Slug Stream? Oh, I have a great way of supporting him. Give me a second. Well, before I do that, anyways, I guess like an hour ago, there was this. I went to Twitter and there was this whole thing where they're saying how Sidney Powell does not represent Team Trump or Trump in general, and that she is like a private attorney doing her own thing. And I'm just like, what? And I guess Trump's team like made a statement about it. I'm like, what? So I want to pull that up just because it's hilarious. Honestly, it is hilarious. But let's go take a look. What are you talking about, Steve and Slug? What is going on there? Da, 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 da. What do you mean? Angry Slug Productions. That's the channel. The stream is just titled "I Win." That's it. That's literally it. His stream is just titled "I Win." I'm so confused by what I'm supposed to be watching here. He got into a fight with a random on Discord and said that was Steve. Is that what's going on? Oh, what are you guys talking about? How are they debating? I don't hear anything. Oh, hold on. I had it on mute. Sorry. Hold on.
Bigger.
Because it wasn't Subway, which is good PR for Subway.
Oh
Yeah,
my
I mean,
fucking God, Steve.
I'm not making fun of people who are overweight. I'm pointing out the irony.
Oh God, Steve, what are you doing, man?
Look, Jared stopped eating Subway and he got fat.
I mean, he had no choice but to stop eating Subway.
Yeah.
Steve, your points are not relevant.
Pros of Judgment. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Bro.
What, Kurz commenting? What's he saying?
Someone banned Bro from chat.
No.
Oh, he's banning me from chat. Wow.
It's my fucking chat.
Yes.
Why are you so hostile towards everyone?
Wow.
I'm hostile towards you.
Slug,
We should just
please.
hug it out, bitch. Come on. Like, it'll be fine. It'll be
You-
okay, Slug.
You
It'll be
make
okay.
me want to commit suicide.
No one is
Slug,
going
What
to
is
come
this?
get you. Nothing bad's gonna happen. We can't get
Come on.
Phil's mods back, but we can move forward and all be friends.
Okay. So Crow's not really doing anything wrong. He's just memeing. He's literally just being like,
He
"Womp,
banned me from
I
his
win
chat.
this debate
Wow.
because I declare it." So
Wow, that was so
doing anything
quick.
wrong. I'm just kind of sitting here like,
I was gonna tell him that I'm stream
suffering,
sniping
I
him, but he's
chose
too
to
much
be
of a
here,
dumbass
so I
to sit
choose
through
the
that.
suffering. Also, hi turtle.
Oh man, that's hilarious.
Um,
Hey, Kat, I know you're watching both streams. Can you do me a favor?
What?
Can you pop into
Same
Slug's
here,
stream and let
there's
him
a
know that
couple of
we're
people
stream
that I
sniping him
really
right
wanna
now,
get the
and
fuck out of the
he can suck my fat dick?
chat.
You don't have to
Why?
say the
Is
second
there-
part.
Aren't you
Because
getting
I don't
more
want to get
views?
you banned from their
Isn't
I
that
chat.
what
don't
you
care
wanted, Slug?
about views. I don't
But
care.
why? Why don't you care about views?
Because this is
No,
a
no,
hobby.
you
Oh,
know
man.
who I want to get rid of. You know
Who's
who
he
I want to
debating
get rid
with?
of. I am
Like,
so
who's the other person in there?
Okay,
hope
so
you-
since we clarified that you were never doxed by Phil, who would I dox? Or
You-
okay,
I
y-
was
threatened to
doxxed by
dox
Phil.
Ross,
I
apparently, but
was-
not really.
Steve, I will mute you if you talk over me again.
just
What
finishing
kind
my
of
sentence.
debate
Don't care.
is this? Steve says something. I'm gonna
I
mute
was
you.
doxxed.
How
Throws
am I
it into his
supposed to
chat.
know
I'm
if you're
banning
gonna
him.
interrupt me?
What the fuck is
There we go.
this?
I
I was
Okay,
Shrimp
doxxed
dick
by
loser.
Phil.
Holy fuck.
So, I'm going to say this very clearly. Shut the fuck up and quit defending a doxer who released my personal information.
but
I
Slug
didn't
doxed
do that.
himself. What is this shit?
I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry, Crow. That's not what I meant to do.
Did I threaten to dox Sammy and Macy too then?
Who?
Crow, I'm sorry. I put you in timeout on accident.
Sammy and Macy.
Who are they?
I don't know. I don't know how to get
Dude,
them out.
Do
Help
your
me.
research. If you want to get
No,
me,
I
if you want to
can't.
get
I'm
me,
not
Slug,
trying
you
to
gotta
get you.
you gotta go to my enemies and see what the fuck I've done.
Oh my god, Steve, you're an idiot. You really are.
Why? I'm making your show more entertaining because it's boring me right now, and I'm gonna go soon.
Oh,
So
I was
unless you
sending
got,
on
like, some
person.
juicy
Oh, they
DMs
said sorry. I
or,
feel bad now.
some I don't know. What do you got? What's the worst you got on me, Slug? Let's really have. let's
Oh,
have,
Steve actually told me to stream
actual
snipe.
God, Steve, you're an idiot.
Hold on. I was gonna say, Crow, I put you in timeout on accident. I am so sorry.
Oh,
I'm
I
gonna
feel
ban you
bad
'cause
now.
It's funny.
She's apologizing. I
No,
feel
it's
so
not.
bad.
I really didn't mean to do that.
It'll be a lot funnier.
It's not funny. I wanted to ban somebody else. I don't know how to ban people in the chat. I'm sorry. I've never been in bad before.
I can't do anything, unfortunately. Oh wait, hold
No,
on.
seriously, how to
14 watching, Slug. That's pretty good.
I don't care. I really don't care.
In all seriousness, how the hell do I get rid of people from the chat?
Who are you wanting to get
You
rid of?
guys should support free speech.
I support free speech
There we go. Grass is out.
until I know for a fact that the person is a piece of shit. Also, I'm going to DM it to you because I don't want to like publicly say the name.
That's work. I have to click
Yeah,
a button.
I don't know. It's a
Yeah,
debate
but-
between
Shit.
Slug and
Ugh.
Steve. Well, this is a great way of starting off the stream. Holy fuck. Anyways,
Fucking damn it.
All right, so you never doxed me. Phil never doxed you. I never doxed anybody. And that's the
Okay,
end of the
yet
debate.
again, another lie. Another
Mm,
lie by
thank you.
Steve DeLeve. Phil
Yeah.
did dox
Thank
me.
you,
He
Patrick.
posted my personal info without my consent with malicious intent to cause me harm. That is not something that can be argued. That is an objective
Mhm.
fact.
that's not true though. Why is he lying? He
this
posted
one's
stuff
just-
that's in
oh,
Angry
yeah,
Slug's own
okay.
blog that's under the name Angry
I
Slug.
didn't do that.
No, it was.
How does that make
I've literally
sense?
never been a YouTube chat mod before.
Hey, guys,
so
guys,
I need you to,
like I said,
Phil never
Slug,
did that either.
Slug
by the way.
wins the award for having no spine and no balls.
I doubt
Yeah,
that
I
because
agree.
Phil
What the
did
fuck?
dox me. Think about it. It's
No.
not that hard to
Think
stop being a contrarian. just because you like to go against the grain doesn't mean that you get to avoid reality.
That's not what a contrarian is. What is this guy smoking?
The grain, if it makes sense.
Oh my God, what is
You are
this?
just being against this because multiple content creators that don't like me, that's pretty evident, have agreed. Yes, this
I
is
can't say
dog
anything.
That's
Because you're giving them only like
I gave them
a
chat
huge
log.
vision.
I gave
of
them
it.
full chat logs, full downloads from your server.
Well, yeah,
maybe
gave
they were
them-
just being a little crazy. Maybe they wanted a reason to get rid of Phil for some reason, and they just used this crazy shit.
Oh my god! Evian pinched me. Am I fucking? Did he really just fucking say that?
I'm sorry, Steve, but I've been trying to be unbiased. That's something that I really don't agree with.
Okay. I mean, hey guys, someone
Like,
can one of you post in the chat there
here's the thing.
that Angry Slug
I mean, it
posted
seems
this
pretty stupid
information
reason.
under his
Oh
own
my
blog
God.
under the name
Okay.
Angry Slug, and that's
Steve.
what Phil said.
So if you
Because
wanna
this
keep
bitch
Phil
over
as a
here who's
mod
supposed to be
in your
moderating
channel,
is just like,
in your server, that is completely up to you.
The
I am
fuck
not
is
gonna
that?
shame you. I'm
I'm sorry. Like, I know she
But
apologized for like
I'm
putting me
not
on
gonna be
timeout,
like,
but I can't say any of this stuff. I'm sitting there going like, what is
'cause at the
this?
end of
That's
the
fucking
day, it's
insane.
your server. I have no control of it. Hell, I'm not even in it. I didn't even know you existed until a couple months ago. But the thing is, if somebody else wanted to, is Ohio even a mod? I don't know. But if somebody else wants to demod Phil, then like obviously either if they wanted to and just needed a reason, then like I don't think that's crazy. Is okay. Thank you. I was just like, who the hell is Ohio?
Ban Ohio 2020.
Okay. To anybody saying Phil's not a mod after I say this, yeah, I'm just kind of like I'm not instinctively.
I just put it into the chat, guys. I'm like, I'm dying here.
I just said
Can
that
someone
I
like
didn't know
chat
he
at these
existed until
idiots?
about
Because
2 months ago.
fuck,
I
someone
mean,
get
no one
Steve's
really did,
attention.
but
Fuck, don't make me text this idiot.
Yeah, I mean, like
God damn it.
I don't know you. I just met you today.
I'm not expecting you to. I'm just saying, like, it seems like a stupid reason because they've defended people for doing the same shit. Like A-Star gave out Macy's full name because she linked it to her shit, just like Slug did, but he gets a pass for that. But then Phil does something. Nah, fuck that. Phil's like the devil now.
That's a stretch.
Seems
That's
like a double
real
standard.
stretch, man.
I mean,
Not stretch at all, dude. Is A-Star not mod in fucking John Swan server?
Hey, A-Star was one of the people who wanted to defend Phil because he was good at getting rid of Britbong.
What the fuck is that?
No.
What the hell is that, man?
Oh
I
my
need
god. 20.
y'all. I need
24.
a
Vic, you can go fuck yourself.
Oh.
Wow, they're just deleting your guys'
Why tell
messages
people to
now.
fuck himself, Slug? That's not nice.
And that anyone is a.
So wait.
I mean,
So this debate over
I
here,
don't know
right?
if that's
Hold
directed
on.
at me or not.
This debate over here
I
is
just
straight
don't
up
go to
just
YouTube
Slug
or
is going to mute Steve if
Discord
Steve
that
speaks
often.
up. The moderator's just going to be siding with Slug and laughing at
I don't know what
Steve.
they're saying,
And if
I
you
can't
post
see
in
it.
the comments anything about
Somebody
how
said
Slug
it's a public
doxed
Discord, people
himself,
don't seem to understand
released this
that,
information,
no
and
one's allowed
lied to
unless you are
everybody,
actually
they're just going to
like,
delete the
I don't know if
comments.
that's directed at me or not.
What the
I'm
fuck
not gonna
is this?
say it is or not, but I'm just like I don't join YouTuber Discords a lot because of reasons.
This is just so stupid.
I'm not even a YouTuber.
The cicadas just like.
Okay, I'm back.
Even on YouTube. I'm not even a YouTuber yet.
And there was just like a silence, and I'm just like, huh, that's fitting.
Wow.
But yeah. Yeah, but like I know that anybody is welcome to the channel, but I'm just kind of sitting here like I don't really like being in YouTuber Discords.
Huh, that's interesting.
So like I said, so like, do you got anything? Do you got any juicy stuff? Anything else juicy you're gonna show?
Steve,
Are you gonna make
reality
another video
is-
tomorrow being like,
Yeah,
Steve's done this, and show another screenshot, or can we just get all the screenshots out of the way today?
The reality is,
Oh,
Phil doxed me, and you are unable
Okay.
to accept that fact.
Well, yeah,
I'm gonna-
that's last week's news. I'm bored of it now. Like, what do you want? I mean, he didn't dox you, but like, I'm not gonna be able to convince you of that. I guess.
Crows of
Thank
Judgment has
fucking God.
asked to remind you that he released all this information in his own blog under this name Angry Slug, meaning it wasn't private.
Pull up the blog then. Let's pull
So
up that
when
blog.
he contacted all those YouTubers with chat logs and never told them he released this information, he lied flat out to get Phil banned. Or as I like to say, banned.
Ba-ban.
Slug can't see the stream. Yes, he can. He can see the chat logs.
Yeah, I'm reading chat. Ah. I'm just having fun muting Steve.
Oh, let him speak.
Dude.
But it's... Oh my god, it's like talking to a Trump supporter.
Slug, stop. Stop. We're not bringing politics into this.
Fine.
This is why you have me in here. Somebody needs to make sure that you don't be a dickweed. Already showed the video of your blog. Steve, can you confirm or deny this?
What, the blog? The thing I showed? The thing I showed that Slug took down? He still has the blog up. It just doesn't have that page on it anymore.
Okay.
And I blurred everything. So I don't know,
So
Slug.
why did you blur it?
Why? Whoa, okay,
Why
okay,
did
okay.
you
Here's
blur
something before I go.
Why
Why
did you
Because
blur
I know
it?
I knew you'd hit me with a privacy complaint, which you did, and you didn't. Like, it didn't work, did it? So like, why did you hit me with a privacy complaint, Slug?
That information is private. It's not
There's
supposed
no,
to
I
be
didn't
out.
show any information. Even though it's
So,
publicly searchable.
let's talk about this. You think that you had to censor it, but you think it's public information. Why did you censor it?
Because I knew you were going to privacy strike the video, which you did.
Simple question. That's not the real
I
reason.
just gave you a simple
That's
answer.
not the real reason.
That is exactly the fucking reason.
I
Are you
doubt
gonna
that.
say what my
I
reasoning is
so
for doing things
doubt
now?
that. I doubt that, Steve.
How do you doubt that? What are you talking about?
You
I wanna
usually
scream.
lie. Then scream. I have to
I wanna
fucking talk to Steve, and that's a giant waste of time.
I mean, then why did you tell me to come in here? And Aura.
I didn't tell anyone to come in here.
You tweeted at Aura, and Aura told me to come in here. And that's why I'm here.
Dude, he just like
So I don't know
straight
what
up.
the fuck you're doing on Twitter. But like I said, so nothing else. Like,
Steve, convincing you reality is going to be a waste of time. Go enjoy threatening to dox people. Go enjoy threatening and defending doxers. Go fuck yourself and get the hell out of my chat.
Wow.
There we go.
Well, hey,
Steve,
everybody, if you're
able
watching
to
the
see
stream, I say
this,
just bail out because
tried.
it's already over. Fucking hell. You saw how quickly he ended that when his blog got brought up?
Somebody asked.
That's
if it's
fucking
doxing,
embarrassing.
Why didn't you report it on Twitter and shit?
I did. Multiple times.
Enjoy your third failed YouTube channel.
I'm not doing this to get famous. I'm doing this as a hobby.
Yeah, I mean, fuck. I'm just.
All right, I'm out of there. I'm sorry. That was the fuck. Did you guys just see that shit? I'm like, guys, I'm not kidding, right? Did you just see that? Okay? Am I the only one who saw that? We bring up the fact that this dumbass posted in his own blog, and he tells us, well, bring up the blog. Show us the blog. And we're like, Steve, he put it into his own video, right? Steve confirms that, says Slug took the page down. And what was Slug's response? Not, the page didn't exist. He's a liar. It's fake. He said, well, why'd you censor the information from my blog? There you go. He posted it in his own blog. He did it. He just fucking confirmed that shit. And then the moment that gets brought up, I need to get rid of Steve. I'm done with this. I'm done with you. Get out. Get out. Yeah, what a fuck. Dude, you want a gotcha moment? There's your fucking gotcha moment. It's on fucking Sluggy Wuggy's own channel. That is embarrassing. Holy shit. Holy fucking shit. I don't need, my God. Oh boy. Hold on. All right, I'm getting Steve in here right now because I want to talk to him about that. I'm sorry, I know this wasn't the topic of the stream tonight, guys. We'll get into that, but I need to talk about this shit because I'm like sitting there. What the actual fuck? The moderator was straight up one of Slug's friends. Okay, the moderator's one of fucking Slug's friends. All right, and Slug has the power to just straight up keep muting Steve the entire time. The actual fuck. It's like talking to a Trump supporter. The actual fuck. This dumbass just admitted that he had his information in his blog under his own YouTube name. Steve, what was that?
I don't know. Ask Aura. Why did Aura tell me? Oh, he didn't really tell me, but he was like, I'm going on there. So
embarrassing for fucking Sluggy Wuggy. You saw how quickly he wanted you out of his channel when we brought it. When I'm sitting there going like, dude, this dumbass follow that train of events again, right? Follow that train of events again. He calls Phil a doxer for releasing his personal private information, right? And said it was done with the intent of harassing him. Okay. Then I say, hey, Slug, you lied to all these YouTubers. You didn't tell them that all this information you're claiming is personal and private was in your blog under your own name. He's trying to say, well, then pull up my blog. I'm like, Steve did a video on it, right? Because I knew this little fucker had already deleted it at that point because he's a lying piece of shit, right? But you already have it in your video. And then he filed a privacy complaint against that video, even though you blurred it out, and you blurred it out because you knew he was going to do that. And then the dumbass turns around and says, well, why'd you censor the information? So you're admitting it was on your fucking blog, you dumb piece of shit. Holy fuck. I never met someone this stupid. I've never talked to anyone that fucking stupid. He should have just doubled down and said, I never said that. It wasn't in my blog. That's fake. That he blurred it out because it wasn't real.
That would have been smart.
You're saying, yeah, right? That would have been the smart play. That would have been the smart play. Instead, the lying sack of shit turns around and says, why'd you have to censor it? You censored it because it was personal and private. Like, the fuck? So you're admitting that you put it in your own blog under your own name? And then right away, like, what, it took 2 minutes for him to just say, I need to go. Steve, I'm done with Steve. He loses. He titles the fucking stream, I win. And anytime you piss him off, he just hits the mute button. Like,
yeah, well, I knew that was going to happen anyways. But, like, I just wanted to see exactly what he had on me. Because if he does another stream and he has more fucking shit, I'm going to be like, why didn't you just do it yesterday? I'm not going to have time to keep going and seeing what Slug's up to either. So, like...
No, I mean, I feel you. I feel you, but I'm watching that, I'm just like... Bro, it's like... What's up?
No, I forgot I have my audio on. I'm just getting the comments up.
Dude, straight up brain dead moment. Oh,
you gave him more views than I've ever seen him have. He had 14 people. 14.
Well, I mean, because a lot of the people that watch the show were like, where they're watching it. Danny O's was like, "Hey, why aren't you supporting Steve?" I'm like, "What are you talking about?" I'm going like, "What was that?" Like, seriously, I'm like, "What the fuck?" It's like, oh, first off, it is archived. People have screenshotted the page. It's just if you post it on Twitter, he'll get your account fucking banned. He'll say that you're doxing him, even though it's from his own blog. And the thing is, yes, you can fight it, but the little shit stain is going to put you through hell for like a month. You got a privacy complaint from this lying little sack of shit, and you know what? You should absolutely fight the privacy complaint because all the information's censored and blurred out.
I did. I won.
But yeah, no, I mean, like, that's the thing, right? You already won the privacy complaint, but he tried to get the video taken down, not because there was anything showing, but because it proved that the lying sack of shit posted this information in his own blog under his own YouTube name. The dude's just so fucking dishonest. And he said, and the best part is he was trying to put you in a gotcha moment. Like, from everything I saw there, right? Trying to get a gotcha on you, right? And he sits there and he does it to himself because he thought he had you. I'm going like, what the fuck, man?
I don't know how he could have me. That's why I'm like, I'll do it. Even if I get muted, as soon as I talk, as soon as I'm allowed to talk, I'll be able to be like, that doesn't really make sense, but okay.
No, like, no joke. I was sitting there, right, thinking, okay, because I didn't think Slug, I think Slug is stupid. I didn't think he was that stupid. So I'm sitting there thinking, okay, he's going to turn around and say the evidence is fake, right? All that stuff, right? It's not real. The blogs, that was not the information on the blog, and Steve censored it because it was fake and it didn't actually show that information, right?
Yeah.
I was thinking, like, okay, and there's easy ways of like proving that he's a liar there. We just can't do it on the stream in that moment. Instead, this remedial backwater piece of shit turns around and says, you had to censor the information from my blog because it was private information. What? You posted it. You posted it in your fucking goddamn. Oh, man. Well, that was hilarious. That was fucking hilarious. Thank you for that, by the way.
Oh, no worries. I thought we got some laughs out of it, so it wasn't a complete waste.
I mean, yeah, but like, what the fuck? All right, well, I've had my Twitter handle on here long enough. Everyone's already followed me. There we go. There's been some issues, but I think we can firmly say that I'm still declared the president-elect until the votes are certified. So we're still there. He didn't deny that he shared Steve's stuff. He said that Steve and him made it water under the bridge. God damn!
Well, that's what he has to do with Phil then. He's got to make water under the bridge. Like, I don't give a fuck about that shit anymore. So
to be clear, his response to your accusation that he doxed you was straight up, I mean, yeah, I did it, but it's water under the bridge now, guys. And his response to it wasn't a dox what Phil did was, yes, it was on my personal private blog, but I didn't want that shared with anyone.
Well, the thing is, like, he's saying, like,
YouTube name? What the fuck was that? God.
He's saying what he did to me wasn't a dox. So it's like, okay, well, if that wasn't, then what Phil did wasn't. Which, yeah, I mean, like, technically it wasn't. My address isn't out there.
I know. We call it a soft dox. He went through your social media accounts, showed images of your family and the people that you knew, and then started contacting those people. So
allegedly, we can't. Oh, he'll get real angry, Crow. He'll get real angry if you say that.
Hey, Angry Slug, you stupid piece of shit. Hey, I know this is going to piss you off, so let me just make this as clear as I can. Somebody by the name of Angry Slug, after Angry Slug looked up the information of people that Steve knows on his social media accounts, contacted people on Steve's social media accounts to let them know, what was it? He accused you of having CP or something crazy like that? Yeah. So either somebody was pretending to be Angry Slug, which why would anyone ever want to do that to themselves, even as a joke, right? Or the guy named Angry Slug who found your social media accounts and found the family members of you on social media and your girlfriend at the time's family and everything, then contacted those people under the same name, Angry Slug, right? I mean, crazy. And yeah, Angry Slug, that's exactly what you did. I'm not going to say allegedly. I'm going to say that is what I can see in front of me. You lying sack of shit, right? And also, Phil didn't dox you because you posted that information, your personal private information, you posted that under your YouTube name in a blog. Guess what? The blog's not private. Anyone can go look up the blog. Now, I understand you've deleted the page at this point, but unfortunately, that's all been archived It's in a video, you lying little fucking cretin. I know that's gonna upset you. I know it's gonna upset you, Sluggy Wuggy. But guess what? It's fucking true. And you're a piece of shit. So, you went on to these YouTubers, right? You showed them the fucking Discord chats. You said, hey, here's a Discord chat. Here's a Discord chat. Here's a Discord chat. You can see he has my personal private information. And what you didn't tell any of them was, oh, by the way, I posted all of this information in my own blog under my YouTube name. I know you didn't, because they would have looked at you and said, the fuck is wrong with you?
Right?
So we're pretty much past that point, Sluggy Wuggy, of you doxing yourself. And then you're such a dumbass. You admit to fucking having the information in your blog, because I'm sitting there thinking, oh, he's going to deny. He's going to say Steve censored the information because that's not what it said. But which would be bad because, we actually still have the actual image and we could post everything and just edit out the actual part that has the information in there. Right?
Oh yeah, I got lazy. I just blurred everything.
Yeah, I know. We can just show the entire thing and just blur out that one tiny segment. Just call you on being a dumbass, right? We couldn't do it then, but you can at least lie to the people watching and make them wait a day. Instead, after you told me to go look up your blog, knowing you deleted the page, right? You then admit to having the information in your blog under your YouTube name. How dumb do you need to get? Dude, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. Because at this point, I feel bad making fun of your intelligence because I am convinced that you were not only dropped on the head in the early developmental stages, I think your parents kicked you a few times while you were down there.
He calls me remedial.
Have you ever met anyone as stupid as this idiot? Have you ever met anyone as dumb as this guy is? Because right, it seemed like, no joke, when I brought up that he posted it under his blog, right? That's under his YouTube name. And it cannot be a dox if that information was released by you to the public, right?
Slug, I mean, not Slug.
No.
What if I told you Slug had it on his fucking community post on his YouTube channel?
It wouldn't surprise me. But hold on. I honestly thought when he said, well, go to my blog, right? See if it's there. Because I knew he deleted it. We all know he deleted it. He deleted it, right? After the fact when he was getting called on it because the guy doesn't think ahead at all, right? It's already been clipped. It's already been archived. You fucking idiot. But I thought that was the direction he was going in. But then he thought he had you in a gotcha moment by saying, why'd you have to censor the information from my blog? Because you're going to file a privacy complaint. That's not the reason. That's because it's personal. No, it's because Sluggy Wuggy false flags people, and he does it constantly.
Do you think YouTube's going to spend any amount of time fact-checking shit? They're just going to see something there, and then they're going to be like, okay, that's personal information. Fucking read it. So, yeah.
I mean, they don't. They straight up don't. They don't. They get a complaint in. They hit the channel, and that's on the channel to dispute it. They don't actually investigate it unless it's a large channel. That's why small, little, insignificant pieces of shit like Slug can go around and terrorize smaller YouTubers.
Yeah.
Absolutely. He knows he can do it. He knows he'll get away with it. It's on you to fight it. And the thing is, when you fight it, you win. It just takes a week to a month. That's why nobody's posting the fucking blog post, because everybody already knows Slug, who false flags people, is going to get their accounts taken down for a week to a month. But my God, how dumb do you have to be to admit to having the information in your blog? Yeah. The one that you were just trying to say that wasn't there. You idiot. You fucking idiot. Oh my God. God, Steve, what the fuck was that? And then the worst part is he had the power to mute you, right? He was deleting comments in the chat, right? His mod was on his side. And he still put his foot all the way down his own throat. God damn. Yeah, he was deleting comments.
What comments was he deleting?
Some person named Grass. I got put on a timeout. Now they said that was an accident, right? I go like, after watching that shit, I don't know.
Accident.
And then you were being muted like consistently throughout. And I'm just like, the fuck is this? Right? You've literally set it up so you have full control over what people can say, right? The person moderating is on your side, and you still manage to fuck it up. How? Oh my god! See, I would invite Sluggy Wuggy to come on, right? And we can just go over all of this on stream, right?
He'll say he's busy for the rest of the year now again.
Yeah, because he's a little bitch. Holy shit! And he's gonna say, "I don't care about the YouTube. I don't." Yes, you do. You little piece of shit, right? And you know how I know you don't care? I care about my YouTube channel, and I don't put that much effort into my intros. Yeah,
that's his. Yeah, no, yeah. I never thought about it like that. Yeah. Why is
he muted 224 Vic for he muted 224 Vic too, because I told 224 Vic, hey, like since I'm put on timeout here, can you post that Angry Slug posted all the stuff in his blog? So he then deleted the comments and called 224 Vic a piece of shit.
I heard him say that, and I was like, what?
That was why.
What's going on here?
I'm a fan of production value. The intro is very cool, but yeah. I'm like, you put a lot of time into it for someone who doesn't care at all
about the views. It's not about the views, Crow. It's about, I don't know.
Yeah.
But if it was about the views, it would say that he cares, and then he's all of a sudden a public figure, and then people will be searching his shit.
I had an idea where I make Transformers videos, but all the characters sound the same. What do you think?
Make them all sound like Christopher Walken.
Yes. Yes.
Hello, Optimus Prime. I can't do a very good Christopher Walken.
He probably looked up this stream. Well, yeah, he probably did. I mean, he saw, like, I said that I was stream sniping him, right? I flat out said it. Well, somebody else also said that. Cat actually had to put it in there because he put me on timeout like immediately. I'm like, god damn. Well, that was embarrassing. That was fucking embarrassing. And you had full control over everything. How do you fail that bad? That's insane. All right, guys.
Yeah, I was the away team, the heavy away team. I was on my third alt or some shit in there.
Oh man, the one dislike is Slug, who got 4 likes and 14 dislikes. That's hilarious. Okay, guys. So I'm debating something. We've been arguing with like the George Floyd gaming imposter, right? Who told people to raid my channel, all this stuff.
How's
right?
that going, by the way?
I mean, they kind of stopped, and I was like, "Why? I just did another video about you idiots."
They're getting worn out.
I think they are, like, because I saw that Halden guy did a video, and he was like, they raided my Discord server, and they were all like triumphant. I'm sitting there going like, yeah, there's a reason why I haven't been letting people into my Discord server recently, because I know you bitches want in. I don't know why. Like, I'm hardly in my Discord server. But yeah, no, I was like, I ain't gonna fucking let you in there. Anyways, and you actually have to become a Patreon to me, meaning I can get your information if you try doing some stupid shit like that. Not really. Not really. I don't think I can actually see anything. I can get like the name you use on Patreon, and that's about it.
Yeah. Like maybe the PayPal name, right? Because I was going to be like, I'd be curious. No,
I don't think I could, and honestly, I don't think it would be worth it that much, because the thing is, I can just hit the nuke button on the Discord server and reset it. Because it's not like I'm losing too much in there, right?
I mean, that can't happen to me, man. I got too many memories.
But what I mean is, it would be pretty easy to see who's doing it, right? Yeah. Anyways, I did this. I'm like, you told people to raid my channel, which was cute. I mean, I thought it was pretty cute. But the comments of those people left, like, there was one thing for like consistently just spamming out everybody's racist, right? Because you're really loving the minstrel show that you're doing, like the digital minstrel show where y'all pretend to be a fucking black dude and make fun of the guy, right? There's something to be said for that, okay? And it's nothing positive. But I got contacted by the Ice Donuts account, right? I'm sitting there
So
going like,
is Ice Donuts too many donuts, or is this another?
yeah,
Okay.
that they're part of the Ice clan. Okay. Um,
Oh, is
and I
this
say
Ice
that
Poseidon? Like the
no,
fucking
no, no,
RV
no,
people?
no, no, no,
Because this
nobody's
would be
nobody
so
that good.
weirdly connected if it
Nobody
was.
that good. Nobody that
Okay,
good.
okay.
Believe me. But I was so confused, right? Because I'm looking at this DM that I get, and I guess maybe they thought that they would preempt me by pointing out that, all this information is private. Please don't make a video on this channel. My friends don't want to get involved. Yada, 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 yada. Okay. So I go to this channel, right? The channel it's not the same thing as George Floyd Gaming where they all pretend to be George Floyd, right? It's literally them doing videos about killing George Floyd characters, right? And we're talking about like 5 months ago when this shit was still like really, really hitting off.
Yeah. Well,
I'm
this
like,
would have been right when it happened 5 months ago.
yeah, and I'm like, guys, that is so much worse. I guess he thought by saying that he could then say, well, I DM'd him and I asked for privacy. I'm like, first off, I owe you nothing. I owe you absolutely nothing.
Why I think it's bait, Crow. I think it's bait.
I thought so too, right? But then I was like looking at it. I'm like, I don't want my friends don't want to get involved in this. So I looked at the people that are attached to that YouTube channel, and like 2 of the people on there have already dropped comments on my channel. So it kind of seems like they did want to get involved. And I'm kind of debating. Hey, do I just go ahead and bring it up? I'm just going like, no. You know why? Because originally they really tried to jump on I actually felt bad. Okay. I actually felt bad. And let me tell you why I felt bad. Because George Floyd Gaming is nowhere near as bad as what these idiots were doing, right? Making little George Floyd characters and killing them in Minecraft.
Hold
right?
on. Do you know what the real George Floyd Gaming did first?
Yes, I do.
What? Are you
Hold
sure
on.
they're worse?
Because we're talking about right when this stuff happened, right? We're not talking about months later after the rioting and everything. We're talking like right when this stuff happened. These guys were doing videos with little George Floyd characters being killed, right? I go like, that's kind of worse to me, right? Now,
worse than him putting on a deep fake of reacting to his own death and then having all the friends in the Discord call yell the N-word and all root for him dying and then react to 9/11 and say that all those people should die too. And then
you know what? You're right. That is worse.
Yeah. Like, because I've seen
okay,
the original videos. They're pretty
I didn't know about the 9/11 video, honestly. And only saw a portion of the reaction to the death, right? And I didn't hear the Discord chat or anything in that video. So that would be worse. That would be worse. But my point was they tried months ago to start a channel and basically build off of George Floyd's death, right? The way George Floyd Gaming did. Okay. And nobody wanted to watch it. Nobody gave it any views. Still, nobody's given that thing any views. And I'm sitting there going like, well, I kind of feel like in a sad, very sad way, they were hoping that I would talk about it and like get a couple views over to them. And I'm like, oh, buddy, that's embarrassing. But anyways, like, I guess I'm beefing with this imposter who stole somebody else's idea. And I guess I pointed out in my interview with the actual George Floyd Gaming guy. Look, I said it's clear that you're trying to be like an offensive comic or something, and like I'm not. I don't support that as far as like what I saw there. Comedy's subjective, right? But I think we all know when something has crossed the line. And like you said, doing a video a deep fake of George Floyd reacting to his death, screaming out the N-word. That crosses so many fucking lines.
I just don't see where the comedy is in that. If there's even a punchline to that, let me know. But it just seems like you're being extremely offensive to the point where it's just like, I don't think that's comedy. I don't know.
I think the point is pissing people. Yeah. I think the point is pissing people off, right? Yeah. And getting a reaction and then laughing about the reaction. Shock value. Sorry, shock value is probably a better way of saying it.
I would say they're probably laughing more at the people getting offended by it, but like it's like, dude, I got offended by it, like, and I don't get
I'm
triggered
like,
that
I
easy.
did too. Like, I'm sitting there going, like, this goes way too far. So, anyways, I looked at that and I just said, I mean, I am not for that at all. And that's why I told the guy, I said, if he wants to go on a BitChute and do the same thing, and BitChute wants to allow him on there, that's BitChute's prerogative to do so. I do think that channel violates every single standard and norm. I think, before we talk about a lot of the changes that YouTube has made over the past like year or so, that content violated the rules of YouTube from like years ago. It shouldn't be allowed, right? It should be banned. It got banned. I'm not going to sit there and flag and report it, right? Because, I have a life and I got better things to do. But I'm going to talk about it because it's content, and I'd rather like make the audience aware of what's going on, because I was sat there and I got pissed off, and sometimes I just want to share my feelings with people. Anyways,
I mean, like, I still think you should report it, but awareness is always good too.
Yeah, I mean, like, my thing is, I've never reported channels. The only time I did it was Quartering had shown us a channel that was about like actually abusing cats. And so that channel I reported. I tag team YouTube in the videos about it, right? Because like that stuff sickens and disgusts me. That's causing physical harm to creatures. The other one was more like emotional pain, I guess would be a good way of saying it. And I go like, yeah, I mean, it's a slippery slope, because if I sat there and I reported everything that offended me, I think I would be just as bad as a lot of the other people out there. But, YouTube's going to catch the accounts doing it, because YouTube is not going to let them have George Floyd gaming accounts. I mean, that's just it. I mean, you can be upset with me for talking about it like that. And I said, I think it should be banned based on the rules of YouTube. But that's it, right? I'm not going to flag them. I'm not going to post about them. I didn't report the videos that were making fun of me, right? I said, okay, well, it's like whatever, right? But I know that other people are going to do that. And, at the end of the day, you get too big with that channel. Sure, like the trolls are going to fucking love it, but eventually you're going to start like getting promoted in the algorithm, and then YouTube's going to come down and swat you down like a fucking fly.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, I said, if you want to make clowns out of yourselves, I mean, go for it. It's only a matter of time before you basically get yeeted straight off the platform. So that's why I said it's not worth it for me to sit there and report the videos, because unless they're causing physical harm to someone and like police need to be notified of what's going on. That's just kind of my stance on it. But again, I was just sharing my feelings. Anyways, I found out from the original George Floyd gaming account, which I said, like, even in my own video about it, I was trying to be, how do I say it, polite with the interview, because it's a text interview.
Diplomatic.
You get too rough. Diplomatic, yeah. Because if you get too nasty over text, you're just not going to get a response. And I found out that some dude had made right that we almost lost because of my my text. I found out that someone had actually made the George Floyd gaming intro for that channel, and this imposter account basically ripped it out, put on their channel as if it was their thing, and was telling everybody that they were the George Floyd gaming account, right? Yeah. And I felt bad, because I guess I realize now. I guess I realize now that they were trying to originally be the super edgy boys, right? And it just wasn't successful. And then somebody else came out and they were actually successful with the idea, right? And now they're sitting there trying to like ride the coattails of what they're doing to the point where they're literally stealing content. And I go, that's just sad. Like, maybe, I don't know, be actually entertaining. Maybe.
Yeah, but I think like the real George Floyd gaming, I guess this is all a very strange saga.
Oh, he's worse. He's worse.
But like,
I mean, as far as content wise, he's definitely worse.
Yeah, there's the reason he gets so many views though and so many subs over such a short period of time is because he has all those trolls that are behind him, right?
Yeah. Well, plus you have, I think you do have actual racists who get off on that shit, but then you have like the super hardcore, just edgy community who thinks all of it's hilarious, and it is what it is, right? people are going to be tuning into that content if they want to. It's on BitChute, right? BitChute allows for it. That's
For
fine.
some reason, is that Tim Pool's platform?
No, you're thinking
Minds?
Minds, yeah. Minds is
Okay.
Tim Pool's platform.
Tim Pool's
Well, I
platform.
mean, it's somebody else's platform. I think Tim Pool like promotes it, and they've invested in Tim Pool, right?
Subverse is Tim Pool.
Subverse is also the name. I think that they've actually gotten them to change the name of it, but it was like a porn game. And Tim Pool got like really upset. And now I don't even think it's called Subverse anymore. I think he had to rebrand the channel because of the shit that he was going on with his brother. We're getting like way too far into the weeds here. Anyways, my point was I feel bad for the imposter George Floyd gaming channel because they're unoriginal. They have to steal content and give it like another month and their channel is just going to be destroyed because they've like already had their Discord banned like, I don't know, 7 times now. So, it's just a sad way of being. Anyways, I really do question why they felt they would reach out to me and talk to me about like the Ice Clan and all this other stuff. And I'm like, I just don't care. I just don't care. That's about as irrelevant as you can fucking get. Anyways,
well, I think they see a channel beefing with the George Floyd gaming channels, and they're like, "Oh, we could probably get him talking about us. Let's do it. Let's tell him not to talk about us, and he will."
Yeah, I mean, I'm just not interested. I'm sorry. Like, I don't know what you want me to say. It's a little embarrassing that you basically had to steal a controversial idea, proclaim you as being like the one who started it, steal content from that channel, not credit people who made the intro. Like, because to me, there's being a fucking racist, there's being remedial, and there's like not crediting people for the content they do, which I mean, they kind of did all of that. Anyways, I'll stop taking the shots. So I wanted to talk about couple quick political things, very quick political things. The first one is the Sidney Powell. So Sidney Powell basically went off on this whole thing about Dominion software being like from Venezuela. It sounds absolutely nuts. But they're like, they've used Dominion in Venezuela, and that's how Maduro was able to stay in power. I don't know. Like, the conspiracy side of my mind says, well, that would be pretty interesting if that was actually happening. Now, there are, I always make fun of like the 9/11 truthers, right? And hullabaloo and howdy do. Yeah. I always make fun of 9/11 truthers, and I'm like, they're hilarious to me because you can find little things about 9/11, right, that don't add up, or when taken out of context, don't add up, right? Like jet fuel can't possibly be hot enough to melt the steel beams, right?
Is that true or false?
I mean, there is some truth to it, but the thing is, it's not just the heat that causes the damage, right? There's other factors at play there. So if you only take that one portion, you can make it sound like it's all a setup. But in reality, if you put it all together, it starts to make more sense. So the thing is with the Dominion software and everything, right? Are there things that when you just look at those one little item, it doesn't make sense, right? Yeah, I mean, we had one county where someone decided to manually check, and yeah, what the fuck? Sydney Powell's not part of their team. Yeah, she's not. Anyway, let me just finish this, okay? So there's a county that flipped like 6,000 votes from one candidate to another. There was another county where the exact same thing happened. And it only was found out because people were manually doing a vote tally because they were concerned with the results coming in, right? They said, this doesn't add up. They looked into it. They found out that they were right. It did not add up. Now, there are people from like Central America, South America, who have said that they've seen similar things in their own countries where, the votes will be against the dictator. And then right at the end at 3 a.m, all of a sudden, votes just start getting flipped over. So if you add those together, it immediately makes you think, okay, well, that sounds really suspicious. And then when you have Sidney Powell going out there and saying Dominion was used in Venezuela with a dictator and like Maduro and everything, it starts making it look even more suspect. And when you find out that there have been several people from both parties who have called out Dominion as not being safe, as not being trustworthy, makes it even more crazy, right? And then when you add in that Dominion says, we'll go in front of the Pennsylvania Senate or wherever, we'll answer their questions, not a problem. And then the day that they're supposed to go, they back out and immediately call all their lawyers and say, we're not going to speak to anyone. You've immediately like triggered everybody. So Sidney Powell goes out there and makes all these claims about Dominion. Maybe it's true, right? Because it's certainly within the realm of possibility, but it sounds so fucking insane. It sounds absolutely insane. Anyways, Sidney Powell was like this really well-known prosecutor. She has like a really good reputation and everything. And so for her to be making these claims, it seemed incredibly suspect. But now we have this. The Trump campaign says attorney Sidney Powell, who has made unproven claims about voter fraud in the U.S. election, is not part of their legal team. So this broke, and I was just like, oof. So Trump ousts Sidney Powell from legal team after she unleashed false, discredited allegations. Oh, Kyle Cheney.
You might want to check DMs when you get a chance.
Politico. Wait, which DMs? Discord?
Yeah.
What is it?
I think I sent it. Yeah, I did.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Isn't that ironic? Like extremely ironic.
I mean,
like I don't even know what to say to that.
Okay, so
I don't know if you want to
Sluggy Wuggy is apparently very upset, so he decided to release my docs on Twitter.
After he was just saying that we were doing that. Phil and Steve are doxing people. Let me just go dox Crow now.
God
like,
damn.
What?
This dude can't like help himself. Okay, well, hold on. Let me finish this, right? So yeah, Sidney Powell basically got thrown off the Trump team after stating that. Now she says that she's still going to fight it in court. I don't know how that's going to work out, but I'll put it like this. Trump's team does not want to actually argue fraud in court. Trump's team keeps wanting to argue process instead. All they want to do is argue process. And when they argue process, they're pretty successful. So there's this big hullabaloo about I know, guys. I'll talk about it in a second. I should have waited. I'm sorry. I promise you, I'll talk to you about it in a second. There's this big hullabaloo in Pennsylvania because this federal judge threw this case out of court, right? And people were like cheering it on, going like, yeah, that's another loss right there. And the Trump team is sitting there saying, well, thanks to this Obama appointee, we can now go before the Supreme Court. And I'm like, look, if the Supreme Court throws it out, the Supreme Court throws it out, right? And that's it. And that would be actually pretty shocking because Trump has a solid majority on the Supreme Court. Now, what I find really hilarious is this, okay? And this is the final thing in relation to this story. What you're looking at is the official Twitter account, not of the SCOTUS, but nonpartisan coverage of the U.S. Supreme Court, right? So basically, they just provide updates from the Supreme Court. They're not like the actual members or anyone who's like officially associated with them, right? They put out this tweet. Dear @real Donald Trump supporters, SCOTUS is not getting involved. We wish it would. What a case. But unfortunately, that is a fever dream of gaslighting, insular, pro-Trump media that collects your attention, energy, and money by deceiving you into seeing hope where none exists. That is not an update from the Supreme Court. That is someone who runs the Twitter account letting all of their feelings out at once, right? And people are calling out. They're like, so this is nonpartisan. And you have these idiots in the comments going, the truth is nonpartisan. I'm like, well, hold on. It's one thing to say, the Supreme Court said they will not take up this case because of a lack of evidence. That's not what this is saying. It's literally saying Supreme Court will not do it, period, under any circumstance. And it's all a fever dream, and it's all lies, and it's all because Trump is trying to mislead you. He's gaslighting you because he's trying to take your money from you. Okay, you're really giving your opinion there at that point. I wanted to highlight that. That's it for the Sidney Powell thing. She's basically been thrown off the Trump team because, again, the Trump team does not want to argue fraud. They don't want to actually argue fraud in court. They want to hype everybody up to talk about fraud, to talk about all these things that don't add up, and they don't. And then they want to go to the courts and literally argue the process was invalid and unconstitutional, which is actually the only way that they have a case. So we'll see where things go. I think it'll be entertaining regardless of what happens, but it's not over yet, apparently. We're still in the election. Okay, so let me catch up on your guys' comments. Yes, damn Crow, that guy is nuts. I doxed Crow, but only because I wanted a better interest rate on a loan. Crow, let's talk next Friday when payday happens. Now, here's the fortunate thing about the docs that he posted about me. Fortunately, a lot of the stuff just isn't true. So I'm kind of okay with it.
But the fact that he thought it was, and then was
I mean, he thinks it's true. That's the thing. They've got the wrong address in there. They've apparently found an account that used the same username as my World of Warcraft profile, and they think it's mine. They've got photos of me, and they have my full name. Slug did dox me in the sense that he did just release my full name to the public. And to be clear, none of that I've never made. Yeah. To be clear, I've never allowed for or his name or his address. He doxed Aura for sure. To be clear, for me and my name is pretty easy to figure out. I posted my wedding on YouTube. If anyone watched that, it's actually pretty easy to figure out what my full name is. That docs came out before the wedding. So at that point, I felt comfortable just doing the wedding because my full name was already out there. They still don't have my address, which is fine. But they 100%, from sort of flipping out about the WoW thing. Yeah, I'll talk about that in a second. But yeah, they 100% just doxed Origami. Right? They 100% doxed a few other people, right?
Who was just on Slug's stream trying to actually be a voice of reason and shit. Like, really, Slug? Really?
I mean, yeah, no, that's the thing, right? He just doxed a bunch of people because the link that he just shared with everybody, it's the dox of multiple people. And I'm just one of the names that got thrown in it. Yeah. So to be clear, Slug just doxed 7 different people at once, which is nuts, which is absolutely insane.
He said he deleted it, but like screenshots, baby, like I got him.
He deleted what? Your docs?
Yeah, I'm not even in the docs thread. He deleted his tweet apparently because he realized he's fucking. But yeah,
I'm like, that's a doxing website, you dumbass. You just released the docs of 7 people because your booty tickled with me. Also, Phil didn't dox you.
We're just
by sharing information. Because it'll melt this fucking slug ass. Also, Phil didn't. Actually, I'll just share. I'll share it with you because he's deleted the link. Okay, he's deleted the link at this point. But here we go. So he said, "Public information. Your words aren't so nice towards you." I'm like, also, if I didn't dox you by sharing that information. It was only public because you made it public in a blog run by you under your own YouTube name. That makes 9 doxes.
This is just so ironic. I wasn't expecting him to do that. I don't understand how he thought that was a good idea or a gotcha or anything. Like, even if, like, those are already out there and no one checks Slug's Twitter. So does he really think that's going to scare anyone?
I mean, like, I'm like, so we're at what, like 10 people doxed by Sluggy Wuggy? 0 by Steve.
We didn't even do anything. I was being nice to him
0
today,
by
dude.
Phil.
I wasn't calling him names. I didn't really raise my voice. Just when I was like in disbelief, I might have raised it, but I wasn't yelling at him.
Salt the Slug. Cyber tip. Oh man. I reached out. I reached out for you for fitness advice. Yeah, no. That for Steve isn't even in that docs thread. He wants it. Like, that's the best part. He goes, "Well, that's public." No, it's not. Kiwi Farms is a doxing website. You idiot. Oh my god. I saw that he deleted it. That was great. That was great. Oh yeah, I remember what's his face from Crow Surf. Brawley, not Broly, but Brawley. Yeah, no. He got he got tripped up with that shit and went insane in my Discord server, which is nuts because like I've never really talked to the Brawley guy other than when I first started up on YouTube. So you would think that if he had a problem with me, he could have just like, I don't know, said something, but he was really, really, really confident that he was right. And I don't know. Anyways, so one thing I can say over a lot of these people is I am happily married and I live in a wonderful home. We have 2 cars in the garage right now. We have a couple of cats. Well, Bucky's right here. Right
Just making
now.
Sure that they're both alive first before saying a couple there, you know.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm doing pretty damn good. But these guys are nuts. Like again, right? If even by his own logic, what he just said there is that Phil didn't dox him, right? Oh man. But that's why I said it's ridiculous that Brawley's a fucking joke. Yeah, he is. Be nice to the guy. He's remedial. He needs help. But be nice. Okay.
He's trying to be a Twitch streamer. He's got to make it big.
He'll eventually make it big.
You know, he streams like with the camera facing up so you can see all his chins.
God damn, dude, stop. Stop.
He's a cool guy. He's my role model, Crow.
Stop.
I want to be like him.
Stop. Yeah, anyways. Look. I sat there and I looked through the thread and everything, and what really upsets me about that thread is straight up that there are people who were just doxxed for associating with somebody else who's a friend, who's a mutual friend of ours. Some of those people, they live at home with disabled or family members who are not stable, and their addresses were leaked out. Now, I don't know about the living situation as of right now, but when it did happen, they were putting people at risk that cannot handle anxiety or pressure. And that's what actually made me mad. Like, they want to fucking clown on me and make shit up about me. I just don't care, right? Like, I really don't care, because at the end of the day, I live a very great life. I really do. But you know, a lot of these other people, you know, they're dealing with some serious shit, and they were straight up just doxxed for the sake of doxing them, right? For the sake of intimidating them, for the sake of threatening them. They tried to deal with me it didn't really pan out very well, but other people did feel that. And the person that did it, you know, they actually found out who did it, their actual name, their actual address, all this shit. And a couple of people, honestly, it wasn't just one. There's a couple people in there. And when I was notified, I asked these same individuals, hey, can you not do this to them? Because you're just going to be just as bad as they are. And they said that they wouldn't, because they didn't want to be the same disgusting, amoral pieces of garbage that the doxers were. It took a lot of integrity to do that.
Yeah.
So I have a lot of respect for those individuals. I don't want to say their names only because I don't want people then trying to search it up on the doxing site. Because even if you guys don't mean to do anything bad, I just, out of respect, I would appreciate if we didn't show that stuff about them.
I'm pretty sure people can understand why, like, we would say that and shit. And like, I think we've built up enough reputation to be like, for this one thing you can trust us. Like, if not, then I don't know.
I mean, yeah,
don't believe us. That's fine.
Actually, that was the thing that kind of upset me about the Brawley guy, because like we've had one conversation like over a year ago. He's in my Discord server. He never reached out to me. Just straight up saw the stuff that was there and went nuts on my Discord server. Then went nuts on me on Twitter. Then went nuts in general. And then I guess was trying to like literally contact as many people as he possibly could. And I'll go like, yeah, man, I feel for you, dude. I really do. Just next time when you make a video and address it to me on Twitter, aim the camera upward, because as Steve said, when you aim it downwards, everybody can see the multiple layers of chin, which just made me feel very sorry for you. If you thought I wasn't going to take a shot, you're stupid.
It's Crow. He's got to take some shots.
Oh man, I was going to. You know I was. Okay, so let's talk about YouTube and how they're stealing money from people. And I know that that's a very high claim, but this is from Arcade Media.
Like this new policy, Crow. I
Why?
Enjoy it.
Why?
I'm
going to highlight you, and you can explain it to everybody.
So you're talking about how they're not monetizing, but they're putting ads on people's videos who normally wouldn't be monetized, right? And then they're not giving them any ad revenue for it, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, this is good, because like if you're an up and coming channel now, you're more likely to get pushed in the algorithm if you actually have good content, because YouTube is going to push monetized content more, like videos that have ads on it. So then you can get you the partner program faster, and it's actually, I think, better for everyone.
No,
but I get how people are like.
So here's the thing: some people don't run ads on their content, especially, you know, and the people that have smaller channels that aren't able to run ads on their content, aren't able to monetize. They get people watching them because you don't have to sit through ads, right? And generally, you know, they want to support and everything, but you also don't have to sit through any ads on demonetized content. Now, there is the thing that you can be boosted.
YouTube Premium, I mean, we don't promote ad block.
Well, yeah, that's true. That's true. You can always pay YouTube Premium. I do it just because I don't like sitting through ads, period. And I'm probably just a filthy casual for saying that. But yeah, it's like $10 and it's like it's better than anything. But I think that if you're going to run ads on those content, you should save up that money that should be paid out. And when the partnership program is allowed, assuming that they sign up for the partnership within a certain period of time, I think that you should give them a cut of the money that you made on them. Now, that's for smaller creators, right? And I sit there and I say, well, yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. Okay. But Nick Rekieta, he's a larger YouTuber. His content is he is monetized, but they have put like limited ads on his content consistently, right? Limited ads, not suitable for advertisers, demonetize the content. So he's saying like, I'm turning the ads off and they're running the ads anyways. If we don't have the choice of shutting ads off, and YouTube is going to turn around and say your content's not suitable for advertisers, and then YouTube's going to run ads anyways and just not pay you on it, that to me is theft, right?
Are
That
they
to
actually
me is
doing that though?
that's what I was going to highlight with this. So, not to keep harping on this, but just keeping people informed. At Team YouTube will not allow us to disable ads. I can disable mid-roll ads on my content, but it will still run a pre-show ad, even though the content is not advertiser friendly. I hear you have some current experience with big tech and unfair business practice in California. Maybe take a look at this, right? So, I mean, people are talking about like, oh, do ad blocker and everything, right? But that's if you're watching it. If you're a content creator and YouTube says, hey, we can't run ads on your content because it's not suitable, but then they're going to run ads on your content anyways, that to me is disgusting, right? Like, to me, that is like, what the fuck? Anyways, let's see here, because there's a couple more statements from him about this, and I want to just pull it up because I think Riquet is probably the biggest one to highlight here, because he was showing how many ads they were actually shoving onto his content.
Oh my god.
Here we go.
I don't know what's going on with my thing. I gotta go out and come back in because all I hear is like it's being really weird.
Yeah, bounce out of me. Yeah, I'll show it to you in just a second. Let me wait for Steve to come back. Turtle says evil. Yes, it is, Turtle. By the way, guys, I want to say thank you so much to everybody who has been supporting the channel. It has been awesome. And Turtle, I want to say special thanks to you for all the support that you gave to Steve on his stream. We've been trying to push for Steve to get better equipment, and you and Grim did an amazing job at that. So I really do appreciate you helping the guy out. But it will boost it. Yeah, we covered that. Throwing a percentage of the revenue towards the video creator would be nice and the fair thing to do. Yeah, that's the thing, but they're not going to do it because they don't like being nice or being fair. If it isn't advertiser friendly, I doubt they will show ads. I'm going to show you that they're running a ton of ads on his content after saying that it's not able to be monetized. I like Crow's hat, by the way. Jasmine got me the hat, and I love it. Lady Crow is amazing. Also, it's cold here, so it works out perfectly. And my hair is a mess, so yeah, I don't want to. Just so you guys know, I'm not bald or anything. It's not suitable if the creator makes money off of it. Totally suitable if only YouTube makes money off of it. I mean, I think YouTube does understand that they're losing money when they don't run ads on content, but at the same time, they also don't want to deal with a pressure campaign from like Media Matters and all these other jackasses like Washington Post who went after PewDiePie relentlessly. They just don't want to deal with that. So it's easier to just take the ads away from people and lose money. If YouTube would stop with that bullshit, YouTube would make a lot of money. So now they're trying an end run around where they don't have to pay the content creator, but they can still run the ads. Steve.
Hey. It's still be weird, but I'll fix it. Don't worry. I don't think going in that's gonna do anything. But if I miss something you say, I'm sorry. I'm gonna try to make it.
YouTube goes overboard with their censoring 100%. They are showing ads. That's what we're saying. Yeah. Well, and I'm going to show you this on the other thing. Hey Crow, did you see the Unirock link I DM on Twitter? Side question. Yeah, I did see it. And actually, I want to do a video on this Steve McRae guy because, look, man, everybody's talking about fucking Katie Joy, right? Without a crystal ball, okay? And they're like, oh, and even in the video I did, someone jumped in and they left a comment, and no disrespect to this viewer, right? Because I actually understood where they were coming from. But they're like, well, you know, I'm glad that he came out now, but, you know, it's probably he's doing it for selfish reasons. And someone, I think maybe Kat, somebody left another comment where they were like, I don't think he's as bad as Katie Joy. Okay, when you think when we go over this McRae situation, you will find out that Unirock is just as bad, if not absolutely worse than Katie Joy is. Okay, we're talking about a man who's, huh?
I said, ooh, that doesn't sound good.
No, it doesn't. It's not. It's really not. So fucking Unirock. Let me just give you the highlights here, right? I'm going to do a video talking about it. I just want to get the links together, so I'm going to try to have that up tomorrow or Tuesday at the latest. But Unirock, right? He did a video, or sorry, he did this whole thing promoting this guy, right? Because this guy had was being accused of stealing money from Steve McRae, right? Somewhere in the amounts of $30,000, right? Stole from Steve McRae to help Steve pay for a
I'm
name
the
change
only
after
one who
doxing.
hasn't been doxxed.
Yeah, that's
Everyone
the
else gets doxxed
even
around
soft
me.
docs. They've gone over your social media and contacted your family, but he's never actually released your address or full name.
No, so he's released the full name of my mom and my sister and my ex, and yeah, but not me. Not me. You don't know where to find that.
Sorry, Calate just left a comment on that whole doxing situation. Bruh, how do you go onto a doxing website and say this isn't doxing? LMFAO, I'm sorry, but this is just so fucking funny.
Right? What's this site known for? Oh, doxing?
Sorry. Okay, all right. So, anyways, let me give you the whole rundown on the Steve McRae thing, and then I'll start addressing your comments, okay? Steve McRae is just some dude, okay? I'm not going to go into who he is as a person or anything, but essentially he was in a venture with another man, okay? This other man stole some upwards of $30,000 from McRae, leaving McRae broke, okay? Unirock hates McRae, right? He knows about the money being stolen, and according to the thief in this situation, there was an agreement that the money was supposed to go to him. McRae was left with nothing. This guy not only stole the money, but then made a GoFundMe to defend himself from McRae's lawsuit. Well, during the lawsuit, this thief is getting, I think, roughly $6,000 from the GoFundMe that Unirock is promoting. Well, it turns out that this thief made up the documents. He provided forged documents to the court. He is now facing perjury charges because they caught him on it. So it's pretty damn clear that this person not only stole money, but then lied about it. And meanwhile, Unirock, who Unirock's defense here can just be, I'm a fucking idiot. Yeah, Unirock can just keep saying that he's a fucking idiot, right?
That's his defense right now. I'm an idiot. I didn't know what I was doing.
That could be his defense. That could be his defense to all this. It's just he's a fucking idiot. But it gets worse, right? Because we know that he's in conversations with Katie Joy, right? We know that the two have private chats about what Katie Joy does, as we saw when it came to the Sophie situation. I highlighted in his own video, he admitted that Katie was contacting him and giving him details about the Sophie situation. So the two have been in constant contact, right? Well, so when this McRae stuff is going down, Katie Joy puts together a sexual harassment claim against McRae. McRae lives in a different fucking state from Katie Joy. But because he's had all this money stolen from, Unirock understands that this did happen to him. He can't fight it legally because he's still fighting one lawsuit trying to get his money back. Well, Katie Joy gets her case awarded because McRae can't afford to actually fight it, and therefore he is not allowed to actually speak about the situation with Katie Joy. Unirock knows this and continues to hammer away that, you know, he was sexually harassing Katie Joy. Insane. So Unirock not only knew that the man stole money from McRae, Unirock also knew he didn't have the money to fight Katie Joy's accusations, and then gladly promoted both of them. He promoted the thief, raised $6,000 for this thief, who turned out to go into court with forged documents, and at the exact same time turns around and gets Katie Joy promoted as if her claims are valid, knowing McRae cannot defend himself because he's got a gag order on him. So that's Unirock right there. We're talking about somebody who absolutely knew both parties in the situation with this McRae guy and was just stabbing the fucking knife in, twisting it around repeatedly. So we're all sitting there talking about how, well, it's, Katie Joy is such a bad person because she doxed Shannon, okay? What do you call what Unirock was doing? Because that goes well beyond releasing someone's full name and photos. We're talking about somebody who was gladly promoting a thief, okay, that stole 30 grand, all because he hates McRae, and at the same time promoting a sexual assault allegation that he knew was bogus, and he knew McRae didn't have the money to fight. That is Unirock. Unirock is so much worse than Katie Joy is. And then he sits there and goes, Augie, now that you've called me out and essentially told everyone what a bitch I am, I've now thrown Katie Joy under the bus. So can we play a couple rounds of Minecraft now? Because I've lost all my friends. My friend who was a thief, he's going to prison. And my other friend who's a doxer, I can't associate with her anymore. So can we play a couple of rounds of Minecraft, because I only have my girlfriend, and my girlfriend's she's with her bull 6 nights a week and only comes home on the 7th night so I can clean up the mess. Unirock is a disgusting human being. Okay? Disgusting on every fucking level. Everything with that McRae situation is aggravating to hear about. It is aggravating as all hell to hear about. Sorry, let me address some of your guys' comments here. Sorry. Would anyone care enough to go all the way to Canada to get Steve if his name was revealed? I mean, I would. I would want him to hang out for a little bit, though. Oh, buddy, we love you here.
I love you guys. I hate Canada. Come kidnap me. I'm down.
Guys, okay, how's this? Every single super chat from tonight's show will go towards raising money to get Steve here from Canada.
Oh, damn.
Every single super chat. So the $2 super chat goes directly towards the Steve DeLive Bring Him to America fund.
The Bring Him Home Foundation.
Bring him home. Yes, because his home's America. His heart belongs in the States.
Yeah. Fuck Canada.
Fuck Canada. Round Steve is going to face repercussions. Justin Trudeau is going to drive to his apartment and talk to him. I mean, the real question there is Trudeau going to be wearing blackface when he shows up?
I mean, it's like a 1 out of 3 chance.
1 out of 3. Yeah, Unirock is not on the up and up. I learned about him because of the Lily Jean. Oh my God. These people are nuts. Yeah, but Unirock is just, I'm telling you right now, I want to do that video because I got so angry hearing about it. And I looked into it, and it's like, it's true. He did all this shit. He knew that he was promoting a thief. He knew that he was promoting a fake allegation of sexual harassment. He knew that there was a gag order on the guy. He knew the guy didn't have any money to fight any of it. And he was just gloating about it like a fucking fiend. I mean, that's like one of the worst things you can do. And he's already revealed that him and Shannon have, I'm sorry. I get these people connected.
Shannon's still a person in the thing, so
yeah, but not related to this one situation. But he was having personal and private conversations with Katie about this as it was happening. And I don't want to hear, well, we never talked about that. You fucking lying little bitch. Shut the fuck up. You were talking about the Sophie situation. Okay. Now you want to turn around and say, well, she was releasing the medical records. You knew she was doing it at the time, and you failed to call her out then too. So we're talking about a man who supported a thief, who walked into court with perjured documents and raised that man $6,000. We're talking about a man who promoted a doxer who has doxed on several occasions and released the medical records of a little girl. And we're talking about a man who did all of this, right? Because it was going after someone that he just personally disliked. What a piece of human shit. Kyle and him had a channel together. Uni, Steve, and Kyle were all friends to begin with. Kyle just lost the case. Yeah. Well, Kyle went into court with documents that were false, right? That's, to my understanding, why he lost the case. But, I mean, everybody Uni is associated with turns out to be a terrible, disgusting human being, right? And Uni seems to be like the one in the background, like, you know, the man behind the curtain, just willing all of this shit and putting up this little like barrier so nobody can fucking call him on it. And, you know, no, absolutely not. Unirock is absolutely worse than Katie Joy is, and he needs to go down with Katie Joy because he helped that woman out and she helped him out. It's just Kenny. That's where the creep show art comes in, because Shannon did a video on Lily and Steve. So when Katie saw, she wanted to collab over her hate for Steve.
So that's the kind of person she is.
Yeah. I want to do that video because I need people to understand, because right now Unirock, who has been behind the scenes manipulating a ton of this shit, right, is out there acting like, well, I mean, we were friends, but I never tolerate any of this. He's a fucking liar. He was totally on board with absolutely everything Katie was doing. He absolutely supported it. And the only reason he is throwing her under the bus right now is because Augie called him out and he literally had no defense. He just got a little bit too close this time and got burned. And he's just go up in fucking flames. Hold on. I gotta go to bed. I know Google mods are watching. Give me my real channel back. There's too much shit on there for me to bother trying to remember or to resave. Watch the video ID. It's from the mods of Uni 10 Discord mods, all left over Katie Joy, and how Uni knew all about what she was doing and the previous docs Katie did in his Discord. Okay. Let me see that really quick.
Whoops.
Oh my god. You've got to be fucking kidding me. So Angry Slug is all pissy about, like, it doesn't understand the difference between personal and private and shit. Angry Slug apparently has a Discord, or sorry, not Discord. He has an Instagram account under his YouTube name where he posts photos of himself.
Yeah. What's wrong with that?
Isn't he all like upset that people were posting photos of him and saying that was doxing?
Did he say that?
I'm curious here because I don't know what the fuck is up with this guy. Like, all of his stuff is out there, and the big difference between, information posted to a doxing website and information you post about yourself would be, one is still private and one is definitely public, that you have made public. The fuck is wrong with this guy?
He's crazy. He's crazy.
I mean, that's beyond crazy at this point. I think,
the biggest thing, though, is, like, when he's getting angry at Phil for pointing out where he's going to university, when in his own fucking community tab, it says where he goes to university, and he has videos where he's like, here's me at this university. I'm not going to say it because Slug will be like, I'm doxing him. But it seems so stupid to be like, this is what I'm doing in my life, and then when someone points out this is what Slug did in his life, it's like, well, I'm not the public representative anymore, so then it doesn't. It's mute. No, none of that shit happened. Like, come on, man. It seems fucking crazy.
Yeah. Jess. So it is long. I just meant in its own time for your story. I may have to hold back on the video for Unirock then and just watch through that and timestamp. But yeah, I mean, absolutely. Unirock is worse than Katie Joy is. He sits behind the scenes. He manipulates a lot of this shit. He tries to keep his name clean, but he's implicated in everything that's happened, right? He absolutely knew what was going on with Steve McRae's situation. He absolutely did raise money for a thief. He absolutely knew that the allegations made by Katie against Steve were completely bogus, but he wanted to stick it to that Steve guy so bad. He wanted to stick it to McRae so fucking bad. He was willing to promote a fake claim of sexual harassment and a fake claim of some sort of bullshit agreement that he knew both situations were fucking lies. He knew the guy had a gag order on. He knew the guy couldn't publicly defend himself, and he didn't fucking care. He is absolutely worse than Katie Joy is. He needs to go down with Katie Joy. If you're upset that Katie Joy docs Creep Show, be upset that this piece of shit was allowing the doxing in his server on multiple occasions. Be upset that everybody told him not to have her in there, and he ignored it and left her there to do more doxing because she was giving him what he wanted.
What was she giving?
The McRae shit. She
Oh,
was
yeah,
taking
yeah.
McRae out for him.
Thought
She was
maybe
taking
giving him
McRae out
head.
for him. No, 100%. She was taking McRae out for him. That's exactly why.
The enemy
But-
of my enemy is my friend, Crow. Don't you know?
Yeah, I mean, I guess. Anyways, let's see what's next on here. So actually, wait, hold on. Let me pull this up because we got really distracted. Here is we have a couple from Ricade. I'm just trying to find the correct one. Here we go. So we're talking about YouTube running ads on people's content and not paying them.
Right. So if it's deemed like inappropriate for ads, so they're running ads on it anyways, and then just not paying the creator ad revenue? Because doesn't make sense in my mind. I thought they were just like still putting all videos through like that process, the same process that our videos go through, where it either gets like the green, the yellow, or the red thing, and then if it gets like the green thing, then they'll run ads, but then they don't give the content creator the money.
Well, so what's going on right now is they're hitting everybody with yellow, right? And they're just running ads like crazy. So they're saying, well, the content
if that's
isn't
actually
suitable.
happening, that's fucked up. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So here, I'm going to show it to you. Hey, at Team YouTube, if you tell me my content isn't suitable for advertisers, can you fuck right off with adding 1 million ads to it and driving people away? Thanks. So this was a stream he was doing. Okay. So they said not suitable. 3-hour stream. So this was from one of the people who was watching the stream. Do you see? This is probably really hard to see, but these are all the ads that YouTube tossed onto his video.
Okay, I'd be pissed too, because like,
yeah,
unless they're giving him a little bit of ad revenue for it.
But that's the thing. When it's limited, they don't pay you.
They don't pay you anything, or they just pay you like.
They only pay you for the ads that they allow onto your content. They're telling you his content isn't suitable for advertisers, and then they're flooding it with ads.
Yeah, it seems messed up. I mean, I was gonna say that it's kind of evil either way, because like I was gonna say, you know, I thought that was in place so like a channel like George Floyd Gaming can't come out of nowhere and then like start getting monetized, right? But it seems like if it's like, okay, they're going to monetize it anyways if it can get through the system, and they're just pocketing that money from the advertisers instead of giving like the creator a cut. I'd be like, that's greedy, especially if like a channel like George Floyd Gaming comes up and somehow gets past like loopholes or some shit.
I mean, essentially, that's the accusation right now. That George Floyd, that right now, yes, if you're a very small creator and YouTube tosses these ads onto your videos, it could chase people away, right? But it could also promote them into the algorithm. But what the real people that they're hitting is people that get a lot of their videos demonetized or limited ads, and then they're just flooding them with advertisers, right? So Arcade gets a ton of views. They always say this content isn't suitable. Now they're just tossing ads onto it. Well, if that's the case, green light the content. Okay. Mm-hmm. Well, the other thing about being yellow is that it doesn't boost you. Your videos are actually deranked when they're hit with the yellow advertiser, right?
Yeah.
So they're saying his content is not suitable. They're hitting it with the yellow, so his content's not being promoted, and then they're just flooding it with ads. Well, even if they're paying him for the fucking ads, that's still bullshit. Fucking make his content a green light because you clearly want to make money on it. But that's the thing. YouTube is not profitable. Okay? Like everybody knows this, YouTube isn't profitable. And they would be profitable if they would stop pulling games like this where they keep saying this isn't suitable, that's not suitable, this isn't suitable. So now what they're trying to do is get an end run around it. They'll still derank your content. They'll still say that your content isn't suitable, but then they'll flood it with ads.
And then pocket because like advertisers pay for ad space, obviously, and a part of that is supposed to go to us. But if they're just pocketing the whole money, then YouTube becomes profitable. They must be profitable right now, but
no, they're not, because the amount what it costs to actually run the storage for all these videos. Oh, Drew's in here. What it costs to actually run the storage for all these videos. Good night, Yokai. Thank you for tuning in. The amount of money it costs them to actually run the storage outranks the money they're actually really making on these ads, right? If they allowed for ads to just run and they stopped playing these stupid games, they'd probably make even more money. That's the issue with YouTube right now. They know what they're doing. They know that they can become profitable if they just turn on the ads. So now they're trying to run around it. They're just saying, like, your content's not suitable. We're limiting your content, but also we're going to just flood it with ads. I doubt that. I mean, maybe he's being paid that money, but I don't think he is, because he's turned off the ads and YouTube is just putting them onto the video anyways.
It doesn't sound like a recipe for another adpocalypse, to be honest, because if an advertiser sees that their shit's being advertised on content that's deemed inappropriate and probably deemed inappropriate by the advertiser as well, then they're going to throw a huge fit and pull a bunch of fucking...
Well, here's the thing. YouTube should really just say this. No. When Coca-Cola contacts them and says, we don't want our ads on this content. No. What's Coca-Cola going to do? We'll take our name off the largest social media platform for video. And then YouTube should say, go to cable. And they'll say, but nobody watches cable. And they'll say, we know. That's what YouTube should actually do. They should enforce the fact. I mean, right? But here's the thing that actually winds up happening. Some little piece of shit on fucking Washington Post, right? Journalist, right? In name only, will write a hit piece on how YouTube is radicalizing people. New York Times, hey, YouTube radicalizes people. And then Coca-Cola will say, we don't want our video on radicalized content. We demand you remove the ads from these channels.
Well, that was the first adpocalypse, right? And then the second one was that Spider-Man Elsa shit where they were like, what, all the kids' content is being...
Yeah, that was fucking nuts.
And then I think there was one more where it was like the bullying channels. They're like, oh, you can't... Basically, commentary was sliced and diced into very PG shit now.
Because creator harassment. Yeah. Right? They had to protect the large channels. They had to protect the corporate channels. They had to protect the channels with all these backings because they have so much influence. YouTube should really just say, no.
See, they really should. Apocalypses, Leafy only caused one. That's
right.
That's not bad. That's good.
No. But again, YouTube has the ability to tell these people, no, shut the fuck up. If you don't want to use our service, don't use our service. Right? And because what is Coca-Cola going to do? Invest in cable television? No, they want to be on YouTube. Everybody wants to be on YouTube. I mean, at the end of the day, that's literally what it is. You know, we talk about like monopolies and everything. Yeah, I get it. There's BitChute, but let's be honest. These advertisers want to be on YouTube. So stop listening. When they call you up, they say, we don't want our... Okay, then we just won't have you promoted on our stuff. We'll give you your money. No, don't do that. Yeah, YouTube has more power than any of these companies do combined. Ford, GMC, Coca-Cola, fucking Major League Baseball, the NBA, put them all together, and YouTube has more power than them. But still, they turn around and they bend the knee to it. They take the ads away. It's now causing YouTube to be just tanking money, right? But YouTube has this bigger shit going on, right? So that's the issue. Now, I think Kai highlighted it pretty well over here. Steve, I don't really understand, but I think it seems they are targeting yellow channels that could make money due to their nature and take that money away from them because they know people see them. Yeah, so now they're just going to go ahead and run ads on those videos because they need it to be profitable. They need the advertiser money. But they're just not going to pay the creator. So if you turn off the ads, YouTube will still run the ad. And we have a nice little comment here from Old Liquid. You're racist. You're effing racist, dude. Old Liquid, we already talked about your minstrel show, your digital minstrel show that you're really proud of, where a guy pretends to be a black dude and makes fun and mocks him. Unfortunately, you were not here for that. Next time, tune into the stream on time. But yeah. if you like the idea of people doing digital blackface and everything, probably a racist. And next time, tune in for when we talk about how fucking pathetic. You can only talk, dude.
I don't know what he means.
What does he think he's doing right now?
I'm saying I
We're both just talking, you fucking idiot. Okay, all right. I shouldn't pick on people with but anyways, that's pretty much the issue, right? So let's go back into this. Don't worry, the new TOS changes allow this very item. Basically, you don't get paid, but they do. YouTube's right to monetize. YouTube has the right to monetize all content on the platform, and ads may appear on videos from channels not in the YouTube Partner Program. So basically, YouTube's saying is they can go ahead and run the ads no matter what. You want to turn off your ads, they can run them. You're not on the Partner Program, they can put ads onto your content. And it is going to lead to an adpocalypse because what's going to happen is you're going to get a channel like Too Many Donuts, right? Who does George Floyd gaming shit. And you're going to, let's say that YouTube doesn't ban it out, right? They're probably going to do that. Let's use another example, right? A controversial channel, let's say it's a little bit right-wing, says some edgy stuff on it. They get a hit piece written about them by the New York Times. Well, then the New York Times does this. They contact the advertisers whose ads are playing on their videos, and they say, "Hey, did you know your content is appearing on a channel that promotes violence against the trans community?" And they'll say, "No, we don't want it. Why are you allowing your ads to be run on a channel that promotes violence against the trans community?" They'll say, immediately call up PR and say, "We want those ads taken off of that channel." And then YouTube does it, and then there you go. Now you have your adpocalypse because they'll turn around and they'll start bonking out all this shit. And I'm telling you, it's going to happen. But yeah, they have the right to basically run the ads, take the money, and not pay people. That's what YouTube is saying. So as we can see here, Nick says, that's not them saying it in TOS doesn't make it legal. I recall bringing up this question before. Funny how they slipped into the TOS now. Question: are they even actual terms if they keep shifting? What's crazy is that this says they can make money off channels they demonetize. It'd be curious to hear people's thoughts on this. So you imagine your entire channel is demonetized by YouTube. Well, YouTube can still go out there and run ads on your content.
Can't we reach out to YouTube support and ask them directly now that we're over 1,000? I think we get that feature now, bro.
Yeah, we do, but YouTube don't give a shit.
I've never thought to use it until now.
I'm not even going to bother with it.
Do we get like a phone number we can call? I'll call them up and record it.
No, I think we need more. We need more subs before they actually give a shit about what we have to say. For now, we get our pennies and we should be happy.
We don't even get like a call center hotline where we get to be like, they don't really answer any of our questions. They just like, are you satisfied with the service?
I'm not a media person like you, dude. My YouTube channel is for fun. It's a hobby. Steve,
are you a media person?
Apparently, I'm a media person. Okay. How do I respond to this? Oh, I know. I'm gonna pull a sluggy wuggy right now. There we go. That's something I can do as a media person. I can bop you off my chat.
Aw. But free speech, Crow.
Free speech. Oh no, free speech. Why? Oh man, it's okay, Liquid.
I do this new thing now. Wherever I see a little bit of censorship, I unban someone. So let's see who I'm gonna unban.
I mean, he had to know that was coming. Okay, so YouTube actually responded over here. Thanks for reaching out. If you think your stream got the yellow thing by mistake, you can request for manual review. We're here if you have any other questions, because that's not helpful.
Not an answer. That's not it
isn't. It isn't. That's not helpful. The question isn't whether or not my video can be monetized. It's that you are loading up 10 ads while telling me it's not suitable for ads. Probably should research the California Deceptive Practices Act before you get sued.
Yeah, that's like saying
said
like,
to do
why
it.
is there arsenic in my ham? And then being like, our ham goes good with mayonnaise.
So, but here's the worst
No.
part. Thanks for clarifying. We checked your video and didn't find any ads. If you're seeing otherwise, mind sharing a screenshot with us so we can take a closer look. I manually removed mid-roll ads. I'm guessing that changed it. Here's the original sent by a viewer. The yellow marker reflected a potential ad slot, but it didn't mean that an ad would be served 100% of the time. To help us improve your yada, 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 it shouldn't serve any percent of the time if you claim a video is ineligible for ads. I'll definitely send feedback. You guys are walking a dangerous line. Honestly, if it's unsuitable for ads but keeps putting ads on, you might as well get edgier with content. Everyone should. It would be so much fun. Can you imagine that? They sit there and they say, okay, well, if you're going to run ads on my content anyways, I'm just going to get as edgy as I fucking want. Right?
I mean, that's kind of like what my mentality was. Anyways, I mean, I can't say I don't even understand how it works. I don't understand how it works at all. I could swear a billion times and get a video monetized, but if I say something, I don't know, politically incorrect, or I tag something in it that they don't like, they're gonna fucking put that yellow thing on it. I don't know. It's weird. I don't like playing reverse engineer what the fuck is monetizable. Like, I just tell me. Just tell me. It'd be a lot easier. Obviously, the system is flagging something, so tell me what you're flagging so I can remove it, or give us the fucking rules. Or if you're worried about people using loopholes to get around shit, I don't know. Hire more people. I really don't have the answer, but like, it's just not easy to work with at all.
Now, I'm going to play this next one, or pull up this next one. Jesus, that team YouTube settled down with ads on my demonetized stream. And people call me the grifter. As you can see here. Finished watch party, Senate questions Jack and Zuckerberg. So, yellow. But they've been... To edit mid-roll ads, visit YouTube on your computer. This is what they're playing for ads on his channel right now. 1 minute 48, 4 minutes 41, 10 minute 05, 13 12, 16 07, 23 51, 26 35, 31 45, 34 30, 39 06, 41 55, 44 49. And the thing is, I'm sure that he wants to run the mid-roll ads so he can get ad revenue, right? But you have YouTube pulling these fucking games where they're saying that he can't have ads, like it's not suitable, right? So he can't have, he can't like just advertise like a normal fucking channel will. But YouTube's going to come in and toss like fucking 10 ads onto his stream. That is fucking insane. I mean, there's got to be something against that because like, you take a look at it and it's pretty obvious that YouTube is abusing their creators at this point. And the reason why I didn't want to highlight a smaller creator is because I understand the argument, right? That if you're a smaller creator, this could help you get boosted. I get that argument. I still don't think that you should be running ads without paying people. But, you're talking about creators that, are somewhat large, right? Ricada Media's Nick Ricada's channel is not the largest thing in the world there, but he basically is employed based on his channel here, right? And based on this Twitch streams and everything. They're fucking with the money, right? You don't fuck with the money. That's rule number one. You don't fuck with the money. But that's YouTube. but that's YouTube. YouTube says we're not a monopoly. There are other platforms, except there aren't, right? Look at what happened with BitChute. They shut down several of their processors so that they can't run the way that they want to run. That makes them not a competitor, right? Like fucking Rumble is a new thing. How long before they just go ahead and take out Rumble entirely? By the way, we're going to make an account on Rumble and we're going to see how that works out.
What's Rumble? I've never heard of that one. Is that like
new video upload site? It's a new video upload site.
I mean, Twitter just needs to monetize their shit. I would spend all of my time on Twitter. I would quit everything else just to be on Twitter. If it was monetized. It'd be a fun time.
Look. No one.
You don't think it would?
Twitter would be so much worse if it was monetized.
Oh no, it would get better, Crow. Like it's
Crow, you
already
sound like
amazing. It's gonna be even more amazing.
oh my god, it'd be so much worse. Crow, you sound like an Italian mobster when you said it's about the money. Yeah, it's about the money. Yeah, I did, and I'm in agreement with you as far as like removing Section 230 protections. If a platform does not want to engage in fair business practices under the actual guidelines of Section 230, I don't think they should be protected by Section 230. I understand people making the it's a private platform argument, and I agree. Then it should be treated as a private platform, right? They should not have special protections preventing them from being sued for the content that they allow and promote and editorialize. So I get your comment there, and I
that's a
pretty
good
much
point
agree.
too. Yeah, they can't have it both ways. They can't have those protections if they're not gonna like be a public fucking thing, right?
Yeah, sorry. Pixlexia's comment. Crow is an Italian Muslim, fragile, collarboned, angry pecking bird, but not a mobster.
Beautiful.
But
not a mobster
though. Not a mobster. That's the one thing she missed. Okay. Give me 1 second because this is the final thing I wanted to highlight here. So, Ricada basically called them out, right? And so he said, they might be miffed. Guessing we're short on notifications today just by chance. And then you read the comments, right? And like this one right over here. I got mine, but yeah, your numbers are shit tonight. Got shadow cucked. So Ricada pulls in a pretty decently sized audience, right? And essentially after saying this, notifications started to dip. I didn't get one, and I always get one. I also got one, which is weird because I haven't gotten one or watched a show in months. And this person says, I got one, but like it's not really coming through, right, with your audience. So maybe we could just say that that's just, yada, yada. That's not as big of a deal, Crow. That's not proof of anything. I just think it's weird that after calling them out for the ads shit, that all of a sudden his next stream, he's tanking in viewers, right? And people are probably not getting the notifications the way that they normally do. It's just how YouTube operates, right? YouTube, you can say like I sound like a mobster when I say it's about the money. YouTube acts like fucking mobsters, right? They steal money from people. They absolutely do. They run ads on your content without you wanting ads there. And then if you speak up, they sit there and they target you, right? I don't know, but I think that the more that they try and pull this shit, the more likely you're going to see people go for legal action against them, and it only does take one, right? You get any case before the Supreme Court where they start arguing, violations of Section 230. I think that there is always that chance, but it just needs to happen. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. Hold on. Instead of a Bronx tale, we'll make it a crowd tale. No, that wasn't the one. I've seen ads on graphic fight videos. Well, there you go. There's your adpocalypse. You cannot do that. You can't. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there's certain content that all it takes is some no-name fucking no-life journalist, right, to start scrolling through YouTube for the worst videos possible and highlight that there was an ad played on it, and then you're gonna have your adpocalypse. They'll compile channels with like 300 subscribers and talk about how dangerous it is that fucking Coca-Cola ran an ad on their content.
Of course, Coca-Cola doesn't stand behind bum fights, right? Not that I've seen.
They absolutely do. Okay, so Delphine was banned from Twitter. Okay, and
Twitter.
So sorry, banned
YouTube?
from YouTube. Banned from YouTube.
Okay,
I'm sorry, guys.
My goodness. Oh my goodness.
Man, I was just vibing and I see Keemstar tweet about Delphine being banned from YouTube. And so I check her page and autoplay starts and shows her rack, and I start laughing because the Sims will buy it super fast. Damn. They got banned. Delphine, XQC, Logan Paul, Mr. B, Shroud. What? Belle Delphine got banned from YouTube. The fuck? Belle Delphine is now banned for her music videos. No strikes, no warnings. Awesome YouTube. Apparently, you can only have sexualized music videos if you're part of the music industry. Fuck this website. Simp for Bella because she simped for us. Kudos to Belle Delphine for being one of the few big content creators who stood up for Leafy. It's ridiculous that YouTube banned her without reason. Well, there you go, Steve.
Yeah,
Steve?
I know. I mean, like Belle, I've always been hyped with Belle because she's stuck up for Leafy. So okay, so like I'm like on Belle because she's like a huge H3 supporter as well, and H3 is like a Brit Bong supporter. So it's like that's kind of like but like yeah, she did stick up for Leafy, so I'll give her props on that. And then she streams with like
I guess I have to
squids
ask,
in her lap, so that's weird.
Wait, what?
Yeah, she streams with like a dead squid in her lap with googly eyes on it, and I was like, that's kind of weird.
Wait, like an actual squid?
An actual dead squid or an octopus, one of the two.
God.
And I was like, well, what?
Oh, God. Oh, I guess the real question is, do you hate H3 more than you love Leafy?
Oh. I mean, my love for Leafy is infinite, and so yeah, I guess the love for Leafy would win that. It'd have to. It would have to.
It would have to.
It would have to, because like H3, he's just like white noise at the end of the day. He's an idiot, but he's not like, I don't really think about him. But I think about Leafy all the time. Every time I close my eyes, I'm thinking of Leafy. So, you know.
Seek help, man. I love you, but seek some help.
Why?
I mean, for every reason that I just said, seek help.
Nah.
Yeah. So you had some news, okay? And I wanted to share it with people.
I had some news. I don't have any further development in the news because I went on Angry's Slug stream. But I have what I remember of the news. Yes.
I will give us the rundown to close up the night.
Okay, so the rundown of so Repzilla still doesn't know what fucking doxing is, apparently. I first went to Repzilla because he didn't realize that what Colton did wasn't doxing to I think it was Maya, right? So the other day, RSN, who is Real Stream News, was doing some research on Repzilla, and he thought he would reach out to his ex because he's seen a video that Repzilla had on his channel that had his ex on there where they're promoting her Facebook and telling people to go follow her Facebook. So he went to this Facebook and messaged her and was like, yo, would it be all right if I asked you some questions? She was basically like, fuck off. He was like, okay. Then Repzilla makes a tweet saying like, oh, RSN is trying to reach out to someone I love very much and dig up dirt on me. I'm talking to my lawyers. And he was like, yeah, what the fuck, guy? So he goes on stream. He shows the whole conversation. He's like, I'll give you guys the whole conversation to show like exactly what it was. I wasn't like trying to harass anyone. Like, this is just how you get information. You go and ask people things, right? So in that stream, it showed her name on her Facebook. So then Repzilla deletes the videos on his channel promoting his ex's Facebook and stuff, and then says that RSN is trying to dox him or dox his ex there by showing that conversation. What do you think about that, Kurt? Do you think that's doxing?
I think these idiots need to really shut the fuck up with these fake claims, right? Because I don't know how to say this, right? But there are people that do get doxed, right? And you're really doing a ton of fucking damage by consistently stating that everything is a fucking dox when it isn't a dox. You know, if he wants to clown on himself, which, you know, he probably does, you know, go for it, right? But to keep making accusations of doxing, this is doxing, that's doxing, everything's a dox, okay? If you put the information out there yourself, that is on you. You did that, okay? If someone else then sees it and does content about you and happens to use the same thing that you put out there, that's not them doxing you. If you then turn around and delete your shit to try to like hide it and then go out there and accuse a person of doxing, not only did they not dox you, you just shown how incredibly disgusting and dishonest you are. which, I mean, we shouldn't be surprised with Repzilla, right? Because I think there's more with the RSN situation, right?
Well, it's interesting that he's deleting these videos because he refuses to delete the videos he's done on RSN, even after the person who was accusing him of these bad things has basically said, like, yeah, no, that was bullshit, and reached out to Repzilla and said, can you please take these videos down? Like, these aren't factual things that I told you. He's like, no, I got a story from you that says this, and I think you really need to look down inside yourself and see if this is what you actually mean. And I'm not taking the video down. So I'm okay, guy. So I'm really sure that you're out looking out for her best interest as a victim. I'm sure that's the case, right? And it's not because like you just hate fucking RSN and you just will not remove that fucking video.
I mean, that's probably what we're getting into. I look at the end of the day, you know, he is an idiot, right? Let's be fair there, right? You're talking about someone who's not very intelligent. So he makes the claim of doxing. Okay, it's not doxing, right? He didn't get doxed. Is that
when
you're
making videos saying, "Hey, go to this Facebook page and follow it"?
Yeah, I mean, but the thing is, he's going to make the assertion that it was a dox, right? It had to be a dox. Of course, it was a dox. Everything's a dox that you don't like. We know that's not true, though. We know that this person was his ex or whoever, that she was not doxed. Okay, and if she was by anybody, it was by Repzilla, who probably, I mean, I would imagine RSN sees it in his video and thinks, okay, well, it's probably public because it's in your own fucking video, dude. But then he turns around, deletes the videos, and then accuses again RSN of doxing, rather than just saying, you know what, I shouldn't have had that up there. That was on me, everybody. That was on me, fam. My bad. I shouldn't have done that. I should have accused RSN of doxing. No, instead he deletes the videos and just doubles down on it. And then he's got this fake rape accusation on his channel right now. Okay, a fake accusation. The person who made the accusation has come forward and admitted the accusation was false, right?
Yep.
Doesn't have the balls to delete it, right? It's still insisting, nope, it's true. It's true. I got the evidence. The evidence is this video right over here. In this video, yes, she did. She may be recanted now, but she's already admitted to doing it. So I'm not taking down the accusation. Like, why? Dude, if you don't want to take it down because, I don't know, maybe you got a bunch of views on it, you're really, really fucking proud of a fake rape accusation on your channel, okay. I mean, I think that's, disturbing. But the least you could do, like the absolute least you could possibly do in that situation, is do an update and say, hey, this person that we did this video on, she's come forward, fam. She's recounted. She's recanted. I'm sorry for making those accusations public, because it turns out that they were false, and it wasn't the right thing to be doing.
He wouldn't even look bad doing that, because he was taking someone for their word who he thought was like a legit victim. So like I don't think anyone would be like, okay, yeah, no, that was the bad thing to do. But like once you find out new information and you refuse to take it down, that is a fucking bad thing to do. You're an idiot. And then the thing with like the first thing, RSN wouldn't have even showed those DMs if Repzilla wasn't misrepresenting what he was asking her to begin with. So if Repzilla wasn't like, I'm getting my lawyers involved because he's harassing people I love, then he wouldn't have had to show the DMs. And then like he wouldn't have been able to be like, oh, well, that's doxing now. Like,
yeah. Like, here's the thing. If you make an accusation about somebody, right, which is essentially what happened there. If you make an accusation about somebody, you accuse them of doing something, right? And they have private messages that show that that's not the case. And the only way they can get out of your lies about them is to show it. If you then turn around and say, well, that's them doxing right there. See, you see this person's a terrible, bad person. This is exactly why I threatened to call my lawyers on them. Anyways, ignore the content of what they just posted, guys. Fam, it's really not relevant to the situation here. I mean, you look worse and worse and worse and worse. And maybe that's a strategy. Like maybe that's just a thing that he thinks is like good idea to do. I don't
send you
think
the
so.
DM if you want to look at it yourself. The one where she's asking him to take it down. He's like, "No, it's my story. I'm not taking it down."
Oh, hold on. So here, let me highlight this, right? So this is a DM to Repzilla from the person who made the accusation, essentially asking him, hey, can you just take this down? Hey, listen, I already talked to RSN. Can you take down the rapist vid? Nice and big so everyone can read it. I cannot. I have written a story from you verifying a lot. I suggest you look inward on this matter and not let this guy have the ability to hurt others. Real Stream News is a terrible person, and I'll be contacting the authorities about him. I suggest we no longer have contact in this. If this is the stance you take, are you fucking
This is the
kidding
stance you take.
You have someone recanting their story, and your response is, I suggest you rethink that, ma'am.
Yeah.
Are you gonna blame the TBI again? I'm just guys. Let's just be honest here. Who guesses that he's gonna blame his TBI for this?
I was too triggered. I couldn't focus. I forgot that it was about the victims, not the money. The money is just extra. I can't even how many views is this really getting anymore on fucking a video that's 2 years old at this point?
Excuse me, Kenny. Excuse me. I mean, RSN versus Repzilla is like a blood feud at this point. They're going after each other even before that video about the rape. Yeah, so
they have backstory.
And here's the thing that I want to make very clear, and this is very disgusting from Repzilla. At the very least, let's say you actually believe that this recanting is completely fake, right? Look into it a little bit more. Okay. Provide some sort of update. Do absolutely anything other than to tell the person who is saying, I'm recanting this story. Why don't you think about that, ma'am? I'm not taking down that video.
And by the way, I don't want anything. So I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to associate with you if this is the stance you're going to take.
I mean, dude, this doesn't make you look good. It makes you look even worse, man. But what the actual fuck? So essentially, that's what it came down to, right?
Yeah. Now, Real Stream News did put out another video, I think, yesterday. I just seen Repzilla in the title, so I don't know if there's been any more developments. Actually, let's oh wait, no. Actually, yeah. Let me get a private window open because I'm blocked by Repzilla, of course.
What's this,
I'm blocked by all
Real
the fun guys.
Does Real Stream News have a Twitter account?
Yes, he does. So they're probably tweeting at each other.
I mean, that's usually what happens. Let's be honest. But Real Stream News is a terrible person. Oh my god. What is this? I gotta highlight this. This is the banner for RSN's Twitter account.
What, saying that he's a terrible person?
Repzilla, Karenzilla. I'm furious right now. I want to be YouTuber. What is this?
Yeah, that was the first
They want to be YouTuber really tried to reach out to someone I care about very much, who is not a public figure. And god damn it, dude, you are such a bitch. So anyone who thinks I dox Repzilla is poor cinnamon, here you go. Adzilla literally put it out himself 2 years ago. Not to mention, it's a public fucking Facebook. That's not a dox to show someone on another platform. Cinnamon is doing a fundraiser for suicide prevention. Let's show support. And it's a literal link to her fucking Facebook page. Jesus Christ, man. So just to be clear, there is no doxing going on from RSN. On top of it, there's a rape accusation that, as of right now, has been recanted. That not only is Repzilla refusing to take down, okay, but he's refusing to provide any sort of update and has told the person recanting, "Ma'am, I think you should think about that. That would look really bad for me." Just what the fuck is up with these people?
They crazy. They crazy crow. And it's all about numbers, really. I don't know how Repzilla's viewers, fans, whatever the fuck you want to call them, just take his word for, like, okay, if you're a Repzilla viewer, a viewer of some time now, and you remember her being with this chick, then you probably remember him promoting her Facebook. You might even have fucking followed her Facebook, so you know firsthand that what he did wasn't doxing. But they're still going to side with Repzilla anyways because he has nice hair, he has a southern accent. I have no fucking clue. But to me, it just seems like everyone's brain dead. I don't know.
I mean, I think brain dead would probably be a good way of looking at it. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, if the person has recanted their story, okay, Repzilla needs to take it down, okay? Or he needs to provide some sort of update on why he still believes it's true, not tell the person not to have any future contact with him and that they need to think seriously. I mean, seriously, tell them that they need to think about it again, okay? I mean,
because Repzilla was there. He knows exactly what happened.
Dude, she reported it to you. You didn't have any evidence to go along with the accusation at the time. You promoted it anyways. She's telling you she's recanting. Your response is, RSN is a terrible person. I don't think you should be listening to that person. I think you really need to rethink your story, ma'am. And if you will not rethink your story, then this is the last time that we will ever speak. Repzilla, that makes you look fucking remedial as all shit. And I don't want to hear later on, because eventually this is going to happen, okay? Eventually this is going to happen. Repzilla is going to be forced to recant everything. Repzilla is going to be forced to say, hey, guys, I was wrong. You know what he's going to do? It's just my head, Owie, my TBI, you know, sometimes it really affects my thought processes. And I didn't really mean to say that to the person. It's just, you know, I get so stressful with this RSN guy and how he docks my beloved, beautiful girlfriend. And, you know, I really feel like it's really RSN who led to a lot of this drama. Because you know this man has no balls. You know he has none. So he will take the weaseliest way out of this situation that he possibly fucking can.
I mean, I can picture him actually saying that completely. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I did. Believe me, I didn't pull that out of nowhere. I'm literally telling you, that's how this idiot is going to respond to this. Okay? He's going to get back into a corner. More people are going to talk about it. He's going to turn around. He's going to say it's because of his TBI. He couldn't think properly. He was stressed out because RSN stressed him out, and that he apologizes deeply to this person.
So, I'm just reading comments. What is the reason, though, he's recanting? So it's like the woman's recanting, the one that like accused RSN of being bad. She went to Repzilla, had him do this whole fucking video on it, and you know, it's been like 3 years now, and then she's like, yeah, that didn't actually happen. I mean, like, he's been calling this out, and he's had evidence about this shit for years as well, and he's got sick of fucking talking about it every time it gets brought up. And he went to court and won. So, like, I don't understand. I know, like, you'd be like, oh, well,
essentially, she made an accusation over social media. She went to a YouTuber with the accusation, not the cops. She went to a YouTuber. Okay? The YouTuber made this big video slamming this guy. So far, he's won his legal case over this. Okay? It's been 3 years. She probably realizes what I did was wrong. Okay? She's come forward. She's recanted. You know, what more do you want there? Right? Like, I get what you're saying. She could have been threatened legally or guilted or peer pressured into recanting. Perhaps that's the case. But do you think that the appropriate response there is, hey, why don't you come onto my channel? We'll do a video. We'll talk about it one-on-one. right? We'll try to get down to the heart of this issue, because you seem very serious when you made that accusation 3 years ago. Why don't we work this one out together? We'll do it on stream together. If you still want to recant, I think that's fine, but I do have some serious questions for you, because I still believe what you told me back then was true. Or do you think the response is, RSN is a terrible, lying, murderous piece of shit, and I don't think you should be listening to anything that man has to say? I think instead what you need to do is rethink what you are telling me right now, and if you will not rethink it, then I don't want you contacting me ever again. Which one seems like the more logical take on this, right?
Yeah, dude, because he could have her just on again and explain why and everything. And
okay, fuck her and that YouTuber.
Yeah, Jess is right too.
Her mom told her to say it was great. Yeah,
like he took audio recordings of everything. He records everything, right? Because he was live IRL streaming at the time. Like they were going out together and streaming, and like everything's on fucking camera. So, yeah.
Be careful. There you guys go. There you go. I'll see if I can do a video about it, just because I really want to stick it to Repzilla. This guy's a piece of shit, and I don't think he can use his TBI as an excuse for being a massive twat to everybody that he encounters. I understand people like him, and I praised him when he's done the right thing before, but like, I don't care how much you hate RSN. I don't give a shit, man. You can think RSN's the worst human being on the face of the earth. If you know that there is the potential of a fake, false rape accusation on your channel, take that shit down. Can you imagine, Steve, right? Anybody right now, can you imagine someone makes a fake accusation against you? Some trash YouTuber then uploads a video, thousands of views, right? Now, when anybody looks you up, that video is out there. It doesn't matter that she's recanted. None of it matters, right? Because the person still has their video up today, say that you did this thing that you did not do, that the person's recanted, and all they're going to say is, well, what's this shit? If she's recanted, why is this video still here? There's no update. I don't see any update.
Because he wants it. He wants it for the views. He wants it for the views and the money when it doesn't dox someone he cares about, or like RSN's not looking up someone who might have dirt on him. They don't take a video down, but he's not going to take it down when like a person who made the accusation against the other person has come forward and said, yeah, that never happened. Nah, fuck that shit. Leave that up. That's insane. He should even with the TBI, you should know that fucking doesn't make sense.
No. RSN is called scum for many different reasons, but not for something like this. Yeah, look, the accusation
he sold T-shirts with Kai's face on it, being like, "Yeah, groom me gently" or some shit. Like, sure, he's done questionable things in the past, but like,
I mean, I'm not sitting here saying RSN is like, Jesus Christ reborn. No. What I'm saying is, Repzilla in this situation is the bad guy. You can have two bad people that do bad things, but in this situation, it is Repzilla. He's making up a doxing claim, flat out making up a doxing claim. His audience, it's just like the fucking Augie thing with Phil, right? Augie comes out, says this looks like doxing. You say, oh, it's public information, and then rather than just acknowledging, hey, maybe Augie just had this one wrong, his audience turns around and says, well, you can still dox personal information. Just stupid shit.
What did Augie do?
Augie was the one who had called out Phil, saying Phil was a doxer, right? And Augie's walked it back at this point, right? Which is fine. But you saw people that watch a show who sit there and say, well, you can still dox personal information. They go like, no, you literally can't. That's the one thing that is literally impossible. Anyways, guys, that's the stream for tonight. We'll be back on Monday. I think what we may do is do an entire stream on Monday about Unirock. Do the entire video that Jess Carter sent us. Cover that. Cover the situation with Steve McRae.
Content co-op.
Content co-op. Yep.
We haven't done one in so long.
We haven't. We haven't. But I think that we should do that on Uterock because Uterock's got my attention right now. We'll do that on Monday. We'll play through the entire video. We'll go through everything that happened with McRae because that needs to be drawn attention to. Uterock is a disgusting piece of shit. I may do a video on this RSN situation going on, the fake accusation of doxing, how Repzilla is continuing to promote a fake accusation. But we'll see you guys tomorrow here at 10:30. And again, thank you so much to Turtle, Pixlexia Rev, Alexa Graham, Luna Karanina, Geeky Pixie, Steve DeLive, Jess, Kat Thomas, Julian Cyan, Dagger, Ali, Katie Imbro, Lauren S., Ravenous Town, Chris Anonymous, Jonathan Murillo, Origami Maria, and Devil Hunter Darrow. You guys are all awesome, and we really do appreciate you supporting the channel. And we'll go ahead and see you here tomorrow. Peace out.